Edmonton Sports Talk. My God, I loved it.
My name's Jay Milne. Hashtag Blue.
Our sports update deliverer. The Coon.
I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up today.
You know what, Reid?
You might be on this.
All right, here's what's going on in the Nest. Oilers game day. Dallas Stars tonight at La Place des Ragés. 7 o'clock game. We will have our extended coverage here on Edmonton Sports Talk. 6 o'clock right after this show ends. Tom Gazzola takes over the stream with the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show. He'll be on after the game as well with the postgame show to break it down. I'll hop on with Reid's Reads for Ewell. That's always fun to do that as the Oilers play their first home game in several years, it feels like. Back home after the 7-game road trip. I'm Reid Wilkins. He's Jason Milne. Zach Kubish is at the technical desk. Edmonton Sports Talk presented by Play Alberta. We're going to talk to Daryl Reaugh this afternoon, longtime Stars broadcaster, to get his perspective on this game and what's going on with Dallas. Glen Gulutzan, head coach of the Stars, longtime Oilers assistant. They do have some injuries / suspensions that could hurt them tonight, but still a pretty dangerous team. Excellent on the road. The Dallas Stars are 7-1-3 away from home. The Oilers haven't played a lot of home games, but a pretty good home record coming in at 5-1-2. Our own Shawn Belle is going to check in a little bit later on, too. You're going to hear from head coach Kris Knoblauch. You'll hear from defenseman Mattias Ekholm. You'll hear from forward Adam Henrique along the way, too. Jay, how are you doing?
Oh, fantastic.
Great stuff. You did a great job whistling yesterday.
A whistling Dixie.
Now, we should. How regular a thing do you want to make this on the show?
You say it, I'll whistle it.
You say it, I'll whistle it.
Yeah.
That's like, I don't even know I didn't expect that you would say that.
Well, when you got a gift from God, such as whistling, you shall not be afraid to use it.
Okay.
I mean, I could do it. It's now out there.
You did a great job yesterday.
Thank you.
All right. Yesterday he whistled "Patience" by Guns N' Roses perfectly, which was
good. I've been asked to do another one.
Really?
I got a request on email.
Are you doing it?
Well, it's the good, the bad, and the ugly theme song. I mean, I don't even know if that would, expand my whistling horizons enough. It's pretty simple.
Well, you can think about it. Do you want to do it or not?
There.
Pretty good.
Not bad.
Pretty good. Do you know what that song is called?
The good, the bad, and the ugly.
Theme. Brackets. Well, sometimes there's a song that's associated with a movie or a show, and it actually has, and you're like, oh, it actually has a title.
Right.
But in that case, it's just the theme from The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
I was doing something last night. It was very rare. I came home from my middle daughter's basketball practice, and my wife and my oldest were still at basketball. They had another practice to go to that didn't end till late. So I got the young ones into bed, and I just was scrolling TV, just seeing what popped up or seeing what jumped out at me, because the Monday Night Football game was
too many channels.
Was kind of a dud. So I found this show called Name That Tune.
Oh, nice.
And it is what you think it is. 2 contestants with a live band. Do you remember Randy Jackson?
Is it a modern show?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you remember Randy Jackson from American Idol?
Was he a judge?
Yeah.
Okay. Was he in Journey? Was he one of the musicians?
I don't think so.
Who am I thinking of here?
Randy Jackson, I think, was a producer.
Oh, is that what he was?
Producer. Okay. And then he got his, he became more apparent to you and I through American Idol. But he's the pianist on Name That Tune. And these two people that they had up there, it was like a head-to-head. Okay, time's up. You're both tied. We go to a song off. They had to play 4 songs for these two people to recognize one of them.
They kept getting them both right or both wrong?
No, they didn't know them.
And were they ones they should have known?
Probably. They didn't. The band played the Simpsons theme song. And they both looked stunned. Like, what is this?
Oh, wow.
I've never heard. Like, what kind of person does not know the Simpsons theme song?
Well, there would be somebody that didn't know.
The 2 of them.
Randy Jackson was in Journey. Not full-time. He did a couple albums in the 80s and one more in 2022. This
toured with him?
This gentleman.
Yeah, that gentleman.
Yeah. But he is known for his appearances as the longest-serving judge on American Idol.
I was shocked.
Bass guitar. A session musician. Yeah.
Yeah, I was flummoxed that nobody knew the Simpsons theme song.
Yeah, you think one of 2 people would know that, especially if they're on a show. I mean, you wouldn't try to be on a show of that nature unless you knew a lot of music.
You would
think. Then again, there'd be a lot of stuff that I'd like.
I don't know.
Most songs in the last 20 years I wouldn't know. Well, maybe not most, but several.
It was. They would lead you to it as well. Like the one was it Loretta Lynn, Stand By Your Man?
Okay. And
they would sing the whole song, but when it would go to Stand By Your Man, they would go, and they would tell you what the name is because it was in the song.
Oh, I see.
So they would drop the vocals for that part.
So was this on what, the Game Show Network or something?
I don't know, but I'm not watching that network for a while.
Did you know
it was.
I discovered this? Now, my parents have a different cable provider than I do because I haven't noticed it on my own cable. There's a station that just plays Three's Company. It's the Three's Company station.
Really?
Yes. It appears that it's, and I think that's what it's called. It just says Three's Company, and it's just episodes of Three's Company.
That would get a little tiring, no?
Unless you really like Three's Company.
Do they must play them in order?
I don't know. Well, I would hope so.
You would hope so.
The chronology is very important on that show. It actually is.
Is it really?
Well, because Chrissy left and got replaced.
Okay.
Right?
Because on most sitcoms, it's not. That's the point of a sitcom.
There's usually not a through line.
Is that you're done in half an hour.
The kids might age, I guess. But it's not like, who's...
Not on The Simpsons.
When are they going to catch the villain?
The Simpsons have never aged.
Well, The Simpsons is animated, correct.
I saw an AI creation of Simpsons characters.
In human form?
Somewhat. They still looked like cartoons.
They still looked unreal.
But they really went to town. It was interesting.
People are saying Pluto TV does that with most of that era's shows. But I didn't think it was labeled Pluto TV in the sidebar where they label the channel. I thought it said like THR CMP or something like that. In a brief, maybe I'm wrong. Okay, but that's a thing that this station does. They'll get a TV show and play it endlessly for a month or two.
Yeah, I guess. I haven't seen it.
I don't know. Yeah,
you'll see shows that they're playing 6, 7, 8 episodes of diners, drive-ins, and dives.
Oh, Food Network. Yeah,
I don't mind that show.
There used to be a lot of Law and Order on A&E. I don't know if they do that anymore.
Classic.
That's a good show. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Thanks a lot for joining us this afternoon. Oilers play tonight. They didn't have a full morning skate, but we expect the same lineup from Saturday when they beat Florida. McDavid with Savoy and Roslovic, Draisaitl, Podkolzin, Mangiapane, Henrique, Frederick Hyman, Tomashek, Klattenberg, Janmark, Ekholm with Bouchard, Nurse with Regula, Kulak with Emberson, Skinner in net against Dallas in his regular season career, 3-4-1, 3.33 goals against average, .876 save percentage. Dallas Hintz with Robertson and Seguin, Johnston with Ben and Steele, Ritzkovian, and that is spelled Hryckowian, Ritzkovian with Bach and Bork. Ooh, that's pretty fun. I'll be Bach. I'll be Bork. I'll be Blackwell. I'll be Bastian. That's the 4 bottom 6 wingers. Faxa centering the fourth line. Lindell with Heiskanen. Copabianco with Kolyachonok and Bishop with Petrovic. Ottinger net against the Oilers in his regular season career, 5-3-1, 2.80 goals against average, .907 save percentage. He has 1 clean sheet. Key injuries, Harley and Labushkin, and Rantanen is suspended. So missing some key guys. The Oilers, of course, without Nuge, without Wallman and Kapanen all getting closer to play. Phillips out, Lazar is out as well. So that's the quick scene set tonight. We'll have some clips from some members of the Oilers as we move through the afternoon. I'm gonna say this. Like, we often talk about injuries for the other teams, who's injured for the Oilers, and it's like, well, it's you got to take advantage of that, or they're missing this guy. There's one thing that I'm going to hop on with Tom after the game tonight. Reid's Reid.
Presented by Ewell.
And I get it, they don't have Rantanen, but to me, it's not like, oh, well, they didn't have Rantanen. You know what? It's Rantanen's fault. Like, with injuries, there's a certain amount of maybe bad luck or poor fortune involved. You get injured, and it's like, oh, well, you got to take advantage of a team while they're injured, But with this, like, if somebody says to me, oh, but the Oilers won, but the Stars didn't have Rantanen, I'm like, too bad Rantanen took himself out of this game. He made a negative play. I mean, it's like if he gave the puck away, that'd be a negative play. Like, he took himself out by hitting guys from behind. So it's kind of like, oh, well, they didn't have Rantanen. Well, it's Rantanen's own fault.
Yeah, I don't like that argument or that use of that saying. But everybody's got injuries. Not everybody has suspended players, but it's just part of getting through the season. And quite honestly, if you can take advantage of that tonight as the Oilers, you'll take the 2 points gladly.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? Nobody in that locker room saying, oh, well, yeah, we beat him 5-2, but would have been different with Rantanen on the ice.
Yeah, well, Rantanen shouldn't hit guys from behind.
Like, don't be a cheap player.
Sorry.
Rantanen.
I don't have much sympathy for.
We talked about
Dallas
this, Reid, and I don't want to derail this too long.
Oh, it's okay.
But I understand, because it was two misconducts in one game after another, that this is an automatic one game. Do you not think, given that it was back-to-back, that this should have been looked at and possibly added games to that suspension?
I don't think so. I think they just follow the rules.
But at what point does common sense come into the rules? Is it because he's got relatively no history of dirty play? Is that what was the saving grace for?
No,
for
I
this?
think it's just the game misconduct's in the certain length of time, so he gets an automatic one-game suspension.
Okay.
So the act itself wasn't deemed enough to get further suspension.
So Trent Frederick does that 2 games in a row, cross-checks people into the boards. One of them's out for 5 or 6 months, or like for an extended amount of time. Then the next night goes out and does the same thing, boom, hitting from behind into the boards. That Trent Frederick's only getting a 1 game because that's what you have to do. He wouldn't be getting further punishment.
I guess they would look at each. Here's what the NHL says. The Dallas Stars forward received the automatic ban for receiving a second game misconduct in the physical infractions category before playing 41 consecutive games. So, yeah, I guess they're saying if these hits maybe would have been even worse than what they were, or maybe
one of the
caused
players
further
is out.
injury. Well, I know. Yeah. But this is like you're asking me to explain the behavior of the Department of Player Safety.
I understand.
Which I don't know if I'm capable of doing that.
I don't think anybody is. I mean, we've been down this path.
No, that's what I mean, if things went how I thought they would go, quite frankly, the hit against the Calgary player, I feel as if I've seen far worse hits from behind or worse hits from behind that didn't warrant a penalty.
Right.
So I that's the last rule that I could, or standard I would be able to explain in the NHL.
I just get that's the general sentiment from the hockey world, is that this punishment wasn't severe at all. It was following the rules.
Right. Which I don't mind that they have a rule for that.
Correct.
Like, I'm kind of glad they say, okay, you get 2 fouls of this category. It's an automatic 1-game suspension.
Automatic 1 game.
Right.
But with potential for more games to be added, maybe they should add that as a note. Put an asterisk.
It probably does say that they would review each individual incident. I'm sorry, Jay.
I accept your apology.
On behalf of the National Hockey League, I apologize to you. Okay, we're gonna do Hudson's Canada's Pub Mystery Athlete of the Game. I'm gonna postpone. Usually we do the first clue around now. I'm going to postpone that because we do got to get to a guest in about 5 minutes. You can get in touch, 780-218-9999. That's the afternoon inbox, presented by River Crew Resort and Casino, home of the Kitchen Restaurant. Sundays and Mondays, 50% off the entire menu. That's Sundays and Mondays, 5 p.m. until close. You can email jay@edmontonsportstalk.com, reid@edmontonsportstalk.com. And if you are taking us in on YouTube, you can communicate with us, more importantly, chat with each other in the good old nasty chat, and give us a thumbs up. We got to 100 thumbs in the first hour yesterday. Let's do it again. Don't wait. Get in there and click.
Click, click, click. Must you click? Please, please click. Must you click? You must click. Thumb, thumb, thumb.
All right. And last night, Monday Night Football, what was the young man's name again? He got a 1-game suspension for the punch to the sensitive male area.
Trayvon Morrig?
Thank you. I blanked on his name. So our off-topic topic, since 1952, William Huff has provided industry-leading advertising solutions for thousands of valued clients. Their unparalleled customer service, combined with decades of industry expertise and a desire to make every job the very best can be, is what they call the William Huff Advantage. Visit their website at williamhuff.com or give them a shout, 780-454-4536. Which pro athlete would you most like to punch in the sensitive male area? This athlete would not be wearing a cup.
Yeah, no cups allowed. We talked about that in the bullpen.
No cups allowed, and it's be worth a suspension.
And this
You
wouldn't
take
have
the
to be.
suspension.
This wouldn't have to be public unless you chose for it to be.
Right. This could be just only you know you did this.
Yeah, this could be a public nutting or not.
Yeah. Or it could be where you're going to hurt your team and get yourself suspended, but it's worth it.
Yeah.
Which pro athlete would you most like to punch in the sensitive male area?
Well, I got okay, teaser. Spoiler alert, I should say. Mine is not technically an athlete right now,
Oh, interesting. Okay.
but he's around athletes.
Okay.
And he's driven me nuts for his entire tenure as an NFL head coach and NCAA head coach.
Harbaugh? Mm-mm. Oh, no, because that Harbaugh's back in the NCAA, right?
He's your guy. Was your guy.
McDonald?
No.
Carroll?
Yes.
He's
I would.
a senior citizen.
I don't care.
He's a senior
I don't
citizen.
care. Maybe it'll hurt less.
Holy crap. This is...
I don't care. That guy drives me nuts. Have you ever watched
Wow,
him?
you have no shame at all.
Have you ever seen the smugness
my
in the
God.
way he chews his gum?
I've seen him chew the gum.
Just
All right.
keep it
We're
to
gonna-
yourself.
I hope our next
Pete
guest
Carroll.
still wants to come on the show after hearing this. Daryl Reaugh scheduled to join us in a couple of minutes. Here comes the Coop.
The Oilers and Stars battle from Rogers Place for the lone game in the NHL tonight. Stuart Skinner gets a call for the Oilers against Dallas's Jake Ottinger. No Ryan Nugent-Hopkins for the Oilers. His expected return date this weekend in Seattle. Join Tom Gazzola, Ben Thompson for the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show as they tee up the action. Coverage starts at 6 o'clock right here on EST. In other news, Canada's most decorated female Olympian, Penny Oleksiak, has received a 2-year ban by the International Testing Agency for committing 3 whereabouts failures. That means Oleksiak had a combination of 3 missed tests or filing failures within a 12-month period. NFL news, Carolina's Trayvon Morrig has been handed a 1-game suspension without pay after delivering a low blow shot to San Fran's Jawan Jennings last night. And there's 3 games in the NBA. Atlanta meets Washington. The Magic and 76ers tip off while the Clippers and Lakers hit the court. And out east, the Jays have placed Easton Lucas on unconditional release waivers, with Lucas pitching in 6 games for Toronto last season. Daryl Reaugh is our guest on the Reid Wilkins Show after the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
Two guys and a goalie.
People were going nuts, and rightfully so. Like, there must have been 20 people in the nasty chat that were all like, well, Colorado traded 2 goalies last year. You can change both your goalies. Okay, A, this is not Colorado. B, this is not last year. C, those same 2 goalies aren't available. D, provide me an example where you could right now move for 1 goalie.
Two guys and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
We have what you're looking for. GD Liquidators is Edmonton's one-stop shop for new and used warehouse, office, and industrial items since 1987. You'll find what you want when you want it. Give us a call, visit us in store, or check out the monthly auctions at gdliquidators.com. 100% Canadian owned and operated. We have what you are looking for. GD Liquidators.
Where holiday cheer meets great beer. This season, celebrate at the Canadian Brewhouse. From plated dinners and festive buffets to casual pub-style parties, we've got the perfect space for your crew. Book your holiday party today at thecanadianbrewhouse.com.
GCL Diesel has been serving oil country since 1972. From diesel cars to SUVs to pickups. From farm tractors to school buses to a big rig. From diesel generators to forklifts, GCL can test, troubleshoot, and repair all diesel fuel system components. Whether it's injectors, pumps, turbos, filters, or additive, GCL has the parts you need to keep your diesel running the way it should. For genuine diesel parts at wholesale prices, visit GCL Diesel in the West End or online at gcldiesel.com. GCL Diesel. Diesel understood.
Hockey is heating up, and so is the excitement on Play Alberta. With casino winners every hour, jackpots worth millions, and revenue that stays in the province, there's never been a better time to sign up. Right now, our listeners can score a $50 free bet when they make a minimum $50 deposit with code EST50. That's code EST50 for a $50 free bet. Start playing with your game sense today to find out if you're Alberta's next winner. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, please use your game sense.
From the first time on skates to wearing a special jersey passed down through generations, Sentinel Storage is here for you. Store your sports gear to create space for all life's adventures. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca. Proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
The Dallas Stars are 13-5-4. The Edmonton Oilers are 10-9-5. They will play tonight at 7 o'clock at Rogers Place. To help tee up the game and dive deeper into some Dallas Stars storylines, we will go to the Oil Country Towing video hotline. Oil Country Towing, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 roadside rescue team. Fast, safe, and reliable for over 15 years. Whether it's game day or a snowstorm, we work as hard as your favorite team to get you going. Call 780-986-6088 for all your towing needs. Always love talking to this gentleman, longtime Dallas Stars broadcaster, and of course for a former goaltender as well. With Victory Plus, it is Daryl Reaugh checking in. Daryl, you're on with Reid and Jay. I know you were on with us last year, your first experience with Jay. You've known Reid for a few years. Jay is a lot kinder than he demonstrated, targeting Pete Carroll for a sensitive male area punch. I know you heard that. He's actually a really nice guy.
He's got a Golden Bears jacket on. He's good by me.
Oh, there it is.
There you go.
There it is. Okay, you know what? I'm going to start there for fun because you're always good for a story or two. A puck or something to that area of your body that you dealt with. I know you wear protection. Were you ever in a lot of discomfort because of something that hit you during a hockey game?
Like
Down
in
there?
the wedding tackle?
Yes.
In the twig and berries?
Yes. All the phrases we can come up with.
All that stuff? I played goal. What do you think?
Yeah, that's why I'm asking.
Somehow I managed a couple daughters out of the deal afterward. Yeah, I took a few vulcanized rubber shots to the manhood back in the day.
Do the refs give you a second if they can, if there's a whistle or something, or do you say, hey, like
Oh, no. It's not the refs. It's always the linesmen, right? They're the guys that come by. people don't recognize this enough that as a goaltender, you'll have some chit chats with the referees, and they will hold things from time to time. But when you have the puck as a goaltender, you're always handing it to a linesman, because if the ref has it, that's bad news because it's going to center ice and there's going to be a face-off at center. So lots of conversations with linesmen. They were usually taking care of you. The worst one I ever had, I remember, like, I don't know how graphic we can get on this.
You can get pretty graphic. Yeah.
You know, the way the cup worked back in our day, it didn't actually come up under. It just sort of stayed in front, right? Oh, no. So there were times when the boys maybe were dangling down a little bit, and I always encourage people, if you want to experience it, you can put them like on a shelf or on a desk, and then take something hard and just give it a good wrap, and that's basically what you were dealing with, because it would just slam against them. The guys nowadays are so much more intelligent. I remember when a few goaltenders showed me, they actually were wearing two cups. So they wore one that actually kept everything in place, and then all the big protection around it. So you don't see the guys writhing in pain like we did back in the day. But I had it so bad one time that at least one of them, what'll happen is they get a little bit of fright, and they will suck up into you. And our trainer had to come out, you know, and I'm a big dude, that's 6'4" and all that gear on. And he actually was lifting me up and then just dropping my arse on the ice to try to get it to drop back down.
Oh, you're beautiful, Daryl. Like he had no idea we were going to bring this up. He rolls with it. Yeah.
Reid, Harry Neal had that great line when people were asking, you know, this was in the dead puck era, and they were wondering about how do you fix scoring? How can you improve scoring? And Harry said, Harry Neal, like, he said, well, I would just give them the choice. They either can have the mask or the cup, but not both. Then you'll see some goals get scored.
I could hear Harry saying that he was so good for the one-liners. Is Daryl Reaugh having some fun with us here on the Oil Country Towing Video Hotline? He's in town to cover the Stars game for Victory Plus. Okay, let's get a little more traditional with our discussion here. I got to start with Glen Gulutzan. I thought he did a great job as an assistant here. I think the Oilers players really looked up with him. I mean, everything I heard was that he had a great rapport with the players, especially the big guys, which is important. Maybe the biggest impact or two that he's been able to have on the Stars so far this season.
I think a lot of what you just said, too, only in a different dressing room. His communication skills are maybe his best asset. Like I think he's a really smart coach. I think he's done one of the best coaching jobs in the league to start the season, considering what the Stars have had out of their lineup a lot of nights and with this schedule and that. But, he's a believer. He's a believer in what his core beliefs are, right? But because he's been an assistant as much as he has, he's an excellent delegator of responsibility to other coaches, and he's certainly not the type of coach that's just going to tell the players, this is what we're going to do today, this is what we're going to do. Like he's always polling the leadership. Jamie Benn was not in the lineup a lot. He had the collapsed lungs, so he couldn't go to Jamie. But to Tyler Seguin, to Mikko Rantanen, to Miro Heiskanen, whoever the leaders that he wanted to poll and say, should we skate today? Should we not? I think that goes a long way, along with the just the bright nature of the way he wants this team to play.
All right. You heard me give the record, and I'll give everybody the power play stats if they haven't looked them up themselves. I mean, the Oilers have a good power play. Dallas has an even better power play, about a percentage ahead, half a percentage, 29.3 to 28.8. It's odd though the Stars PK hasn't been as good. I know it's early, but what's with the discrepancy in the performance of the special teams?
Yeah, it's puzzling because over the last 4 years, I think they're second in the league in penalty killing percentage, and to see them what was it today? I think they were 25th, just in the bottom third. It's weird. They've been better on the road than they have been at home. They had a couple of rough games at home, and it affected it. It doesn't make a lot of sense because the biggest changes have been on the other side on the power play. Neil Graham running the power play, obviously Gully overseen, but he hasn't been that involved in it. And if you look at the penalty killing side of things, it's Alain Nasruddin runs it. He's still there. You still have Esa Lindell, who might be the best penalty killing defenseman in the league. A lot of the same personnel. So it's been weird. And I've asked a couple of times, and it's, they don't have one of those, well, we're not doing this or we're not doing that or we're getting victimized on this. It's no one thing. It's just the percentage has dwindled. Lately on this road trip, they've just taken too many penalties. Funny how that works sometimes. Right. But they've been shorthanded a lot, and they'd like to obviously fix that tonight against that power play.
Daryl Reaugh, Stars analyst on Victory Plus, joining us here on the Reid Wilkins Show, courtesy of the Oil Country Towing video hotline. I got to ask you about Jason Robertson. I mean, he's on a torrid pace right now, 6-game goal streak, 15 points in his last 7 games. Jim Nill went out and extended Thomas Hartley. Is this now what's in his sights is trying to get Jason Robertson extended?
Yeah, I mean, it's the one thing dangling out there right now. And it has to be, I think, a little bit of both camps, wanting to get it done just because of cap restraints and, what does this look like? I feel like he really wants to be there. I don't think Jason's the type of individual that's like, look, I want to be the highest paid guy by a mile, or I'm going to go somewhere else and be the highest paid guy. I think he enjoys where he's at, his role in things. I mean, when you look at what he does, what he's produced, like last year, the beginning of the year, he's coming off, he had surgery in the summer on his foot. It really affected him. So he's fighting his way through that. Once he got feeling healthy again, he scored like a top 5 guy in the league. So, I mean, it's not hard to compare players nowadays, right? Like, you can find a comparison for Jason Robertson and a dollar figure, and you know what it's in and around. They've locked up virtually everybody of their core, and he's the last one, and he's earning every bit of whatever he's going to get right now because he's the hottest goal scorer in the league as we speak, and he's such a smart player, loves the game. Spends so much time on the ice, really works at his craft. And is one of those guys that as a general manager, you do not want to see elsewhere, I would think, right? Like the gifted natural goal scorer is not an easy guy to find all the time. So hopefully it gets done. It hasn't affected him. I think some guys, it affects them when that's looming over their head. A lot of guys have been signed, in season. Adrian Kempe was off to a run. You mentioned Thomas Harley, but you run down the list. All of their core guys have pretty much been locked up. So he's next.
All right, good matchup tonight. Of course, playoff history between these two teams as well. So it should be a fun one. Daryl, we love having you. I know from. I'm always glad to interview the broadcasters that I enjoy because usually during the game I don't see them or it's quick cross. Yeah. So we may be able to quickly wave each other. But thanks for hopping on. Thanks for the sensitive stories. We really really appreciate that. And of course, your analysis of the Dallas Stars continues to be top notch. Enjoy the rest of your stay in Edmonton.
All right. Thanks, Reid. Thanks, Jay. See you, boys.
Daryl Reaugh checking in on the Oil Country Towing video hotline.
That's Coob. You know what to do.
Moment of the year.
Yeah, moment of the year. Guest of the year.
Excellent stuff.
Just fantastic stuff from Daryl Reaugh. He always brings it.
Yeah, he's excellent. He's been doing it a long time, knows his stuff really good. And I mean, Dallas, interesting what he said about Gulutzan. And I said, he was kind of, I always heard here, he was very good dealing with Leon and Connor and some of the other big guys. And he said, well, that's what he's brought to Dallas. Even, having that feel of the team. Hey, do we need to skate today? And that's interesting too, Jay. trusting your players, and then the players knowing they have the coach's trust. Oh, do you want to skate today? No, we don't want to skate, coach. But like,
well, then if you don't skate today, you better bring it tomorrow.
Right, but knowing that, hey, if the players say like we're good, or you know what, coach, we need to rest.
We need this time.
We need this day. But also, no, but then sometimes you gotta say, yeah, coach, like you better just put us out there today. Like
that is a great thing to have, but it's also a slippery slope if things start to go sideways.
Right.
If you are the player,
well, you got to
coach.
have the right leaders making those decisions,
which is fantastic.
Right.
If you can do that and have the right guys in the locker room,
right?
It happens on teams all the time. Your leadership group, 2 or 3 guys on a hockey team, I would imagine, maybe 7 or 8 guys on a football team. Those are the guys in the locker room that will say, "Coach, I think we need this." And that coach has to trust you to speak for the team and know what the team wants.
Right. And I mean, you got a team with Jamie Benn, obviously, and some of the other big names. Like if Jamie Benn says, coach, we're good. Like this.
Exactly.
I'm around the guys. Maybe you feel like you want to push us right now. I don't know if we need to be pushed today. It's interesting, those kind of conversations.
Well, and for a head coach in the National Hockey League to be able to, and this may not be the right terminology, but to put his ego aside and say, okay, I'll listen to you, player. Right. That's a big thing.
Yeah, and it's going to work with veteran players. Like I don't know if Gulutzan would be that way with maybe a team of younger guys or a younger captain or something like that. Yeah, you got to know, but he's clearly got a good read on that. You know what I'm excited about here as well? I'm going to do one right now because we've sort of been in a bit of a lull with this part of the show, which became a big part of the show. Is we got a limerick. Hey, we got a limerick. And we had several people who were writing a limerick a day for months.
Yes.
And this is not a criticism of them, but I think they ran out a bit of gas.
Well,
that's a lot. That's a lot of creative juice. So we got 2 already in today. Emailed Reid at EdmontonSportsTalk.com, Jay at EdmontonSportsTalk.com. So this first limerick is from Chris. The Oilers are back after some time away. Need some wins at home to make some hay. Adjust suspension for that rat Rantanen. Hyman and Draisaitl goals would make my day. Oh, that could be a little teaser for something coming up as well.
Wow,
isn't that titillating?
Makes my day.
I don't have that soundbite anymore.
You need to get that one back. The boys on the morning show use it.
Yeah, they drop it in there sometimes. Mm-hmm. We just have other ones.
Meow. 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 Meow.
By the way, do you know what the Turtles' reaction was to that nut punch last night? We're in the Canadian Brewhouse studio. Taco Tuesday just leveled up at the Canadian Brewhouse. All day today, $3.49 new tacos and quesadillas. After 4 p.m., sip on $5.99 margaritas, $2 off Corona tankers, and tequila shots starting at $5.99. All right. We have the Oil Understood coming up. Shawn Belle is going to join us. We have Jay's Play of the Day. We have the first clue for the Hudson's Canada's Pub Mystery Athlete of the Game. Chet Palmer is standing by with his typewriter ready to go. And the off-topic topic for William Huff, inspired by the low blow on last night's Monday Night Football game. Was that right at the end of the game?
Yeah.
Because I switched off when it was kneel down time. Which pro athlete would you like to punch in the sensitive male area? They're not wearing a cup. You just get to tee off and do it. And you might get suspended for it, but it's worth it.
Yeah.
I mean, the first person that comes to mind for me is Brad Marchand.
Yes.
Because I've often criticized his antics. Great player, probably in the nasty chat, probably going to be offended.
It's okay.
And start, sobbing about it.
Coob, you got one quick?
Yeah. Conor McGregor. No questions in my mind.
Oh, interesting.
No, I hate that guy.
Isn't he well respected?
Well, he was for a while, and then he did some things around the fight game and in his personal life, which are frowned upon.
Well, you better put him down because that'll be the last punch you get.
Yep. It'll be a hard one.
Well, we're assuming here there's no retaliation, I think.
Not with Pete Carroll. When I take him down, he's down.
That is awful.
Why?
He's a senior citizen. He's not even an athlete. He's a coach.
I'm sure he was athletic.
This question is, which pro athlete would you like to punch?
Well, I couldn't think of a pro athlete.
Well, you got to target Andy Reid next?
No,
because
he likes cheeseburger.
He was in the punt, pass, and kick competition.
Every time I look at Pete Carroll, I get annoyed, and I want to turn the TV off because I can't look at his chomping.
That's amazing.
Face.
Out of the thousands of people you could pick
Yeah.
Pete Carroll.
Yeah.
Pete Carroll has driven
Coach
me
of a
nuts
team
for
that's
a long
irrelevant
time,
to your
Reid.
team.
This is a long-standing issue I have with Mr. Pete Carroll.
Yeah, he'll be singing carols with the blow.
Yeah.
Right after.
Hopefully.
Yeah. You're going to hit him hard.
But I don't think Pete Carroll's
You're going to hit him harder than you did that one guy in university.
Look, you asked me what it was for me, and I know, I'm sure he was an athlete. There are a lot that have come in on the River Cree Resort.
Vincenzo
Casino
says Tom
inbox.
Brady. Oh, sorry. Big Uke, McSorley. Jasmine lists 3 people. So it's my
lot of
colleagues are
people.
breaking the rules. You're not doing an athlete. Jasmine's listing more than one. Oh, thank you, Nasties, for following the rules. Answer the question.
I'm surprised. Okay, I'll come up with an athlete then. Fine. I'm surprised this hasn't happened more. Scotty Knows says Kessler.
Yeah, he's in the Nasty chat. Bertuzzi.
Ace says Tocchet. The Rocket Tocchet.
Anybody with the last name Kachuk? I saw somebody posted. Oh, my goodness. All right. 780-218-9999. River Cree Resort Casino inbox. Jay's play of the day and more fun when we get back.
From downtown Edmonton, the Oilers and Stars battle. Stuart Skinner goes between the pipes for the Oilers as Ryan Nugent-Hopkins remains out with an undisclosed injury. His expected return is this weekend against the Kraken. Tune in to the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show. Tom Gazzola, Ben Thompson set the table for the matchup. That goes live at 6 o'clock right here on EST. And to the pool, Penny Alexiak, 7-time Canadian Olympic medalist, has been suspended for 2 years by the International Testing Agency for committing 3 whereabouts failures. That means she had a combination of 3 missed tests or filing failures within a 12-month period. Down south, Trayvon Merrig of the Panthers has been suspended 1 game without pay for his unsportsmanlike actions, punching San Fran's Joanne Jennings below the belt. 3 games in basketball. The Hawks look for 3 in a row as they take on the Wizards. We also see the Lakers and Clippers tipping off. Out east, the Jays have placed Easton Lucas on unconditional release waivers. Lucas pitched 6 games for Toronto last season. This sports update is brought to you by Advantage Sports Medicine. Connor McDavid's got a team of specialists, and you're stuck with a bag of frozen peas. Get the same locker room approach that's trusted by the best in the game. Call them at 780-460-9977 or visit their website at advantagesportmed.ca to book an appointment. Today, Jay's play of the day for Play Alberta. Up next, I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you in the loop.
The Oil Stream.
You traded out of a spot for a goaltender when you really didn't have a lot of depth in the organization at the time anyway, and the guy who was the number 1 ranked goaltender in the draft slides to you, and you trade out of the spot to draft a guy who never even makes the National Hockey League.
That's right.
Wallstead right now leads the league in save percentage and goals against average.
The Oil Stream, presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Running your own small business takes courage, and as it grows, so does your team. That's why Alberta Blue Cross offers health, dental, life, disability, and wellness benefits designed for small businesses, because we know a healthy team means a thriving business. Join over 5,000 Alberta businesses who have chosen us to help their business grow and succeed. Alberta Blue Cross takes care of you and your employees, so you can take care of your business. Visit ab.bluecross.ca to find a plan that's right for you.
At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino. Celebrate the holiday season with the Tenors. Joy to the World Tour at River Cree, December 19th. From timeless classics to fresh renditions of favorites, the Tenors arrive just in time for Christmas. Tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement. Bet on it.
What is this one, Coop?
It's Slap the Bass.
This is a banger. It's called Street Smart.
Yeah, it makes me feel like I'm in a gang full of rodents.
Looking for cheese.
Thanks a lot for joining us this afternoon. I want to remind you, if you are taking us in on YouTube, do not hesitate. Click that little thumbs up button. We want to get to 100 ASAP. As soon as possible. No, yesterday we did it in the first hour because people wanted to hear Jay whistle. You did an incredible job with that. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And then you also whistled again today. You whistled the good, the bad, and the ugly theme, which is pretty awesome. But just give us the thumbs up. Now, yes, it makes us feel good. Everybody's happy. Yada, yada, yada. But help build the algorithm for Edmonton Sports Talk. Subscribe to Edmonton Sports Talk if you haven't already. And we love, YouTube, we get the immediate feedback, which is cool. We understand not everybody can tune in on YouTube. Maybe you're at work. Maybe you got some hard-ass boss. He's always over your shoulder. Maybe you're a character on Severance and you forget about YouTube when you go to work because your brain's cut in half or whatever. I started watching that show. That's why I'm referencing that.
Oh, do you like that show?
I'm 6 episodes in. Yes, I do like it.
It's awesome. Great show.
Don't spoil anything for me.
No, I won't say.
Hernan has watched it as well.
Oh, that's great.
Okay, good. Yeah, I'm very much like, I'll probably be caught up within 2 or 3 weeks.
Haven't seen it.
What's it on? Probably like it. Apple TV.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Yeah, just stare into an apple long enough and it appears. That's what it feels like watching the show sometimes. So give us a thumb. I also want to remind you, iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, those are great audio streaming apps. And you're probably thinking, well, Reid, I'm using the app. Just tell other people. I know I bring this up all the time, but I bring it up for a reason. Because we still get, I wonder what happened to those guys at 1260. I personally still get, oh, hey, Reid, where'd you go? You left Ched. What happened? We're all here. We're all here on Edmonton Sports Talk.
Yep.
And we're building. We're doing great work. We all love being here. We have a great community here amongst ourselves. We have a great community and connections with you, the listener. So we want to build that and add to that. So your word of mouth, mentioning us to somebody else. Caster 1990 was here earlier.
Yes.
Great participant in the chat. I don't know if he's been able to be in there today. But he told a colleague who was like, what happened to 1260? Are all those guys like, what are they doing now? Like, do they run a kennel? Just imagine a Wannock running a kennel. Okay, guys, you eat at 5, not 4:55. Don't go for your kibble yet. We have rules. Yeah, he loves me.
I love
him too.
Yeah. You do.
But anyway, help spread the word for Edmonton Sports Talk. We got an awesome thing going here.
Help us help
you. A lot
you.
has been built in 2+ years, and we're going to continue to build, which is really cool. So let me do here. We got to catch up on a few things that we often do a little bit earlier. Do you want me to do the first clue here, Jay?
Yes.
First clue in the Hudson's Canada's Pub Mystery Athlete of the Game. Hudson's Canada's Pub featuring $10 tankards and $6 tequila shots. Or grab the $23.99 adult Happy Meal. So that's a drive-in burger, fries, choice of beer, and a limited edition hockey puck bottle opener. Book your reservation now at hudsonscanadaspub.com. So throughout the show, I'm going to give clues that will hopefully lead you to the mystery athlete. So maximum 3 guesses per person, and we only acknowledge guesses coming in on the afternoon inbox presented by River Cree Resort and Casino, 780-218-9999. So don't email them. Don't push them in the nasty chat. Don't pass a note to your friend in the next stall. I don't even know what that means. Made it sound like someone's taking a dump while they're listening to the show. They're like, hey, I wrote the mystery athlete on toilet paper.
Don't touch me.
I don't know who you are, sir. So the first clue, and did I say maximum 3 guesses per person? I think I did.
No, you did.
Born in Edmonton is the first clue. Born in Edmonton. You're trying to win a $25 gift card to Hudson's Canada's Pub. And here's the thing. If you win, you have to come to EST to pick up the gift card. So then you might get to meet some of us in person. Some of us might touch your gift card and put our grease on it.
Yeah. Okay. Easy there.
All right. Born in Edmonton, first clue. What's the matter? Why are you looking at me like I'm weird?
You're really funny.
Desker has guessed Jay Milne.
I was born in Edmonton.
You could be the mystery athlete of the game. You're not today. I guess I'll give it a clue. It's not Jay.
Were you born in Edmonton? No,
I was born in Kitchener, Waterloo, Ontario.
Right.
I think the Kitchener side.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what Kitchener was called before the Second World War?
Ooh, bathroomer.
The hint was before the Second World War.
No.
Berlin.
Really?
Yes.
I can see why they changed
it. Yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
Okay.
I was going to say something about the subdivision I live in, but then I would have had to give my subdivision. And I don't feel comfortable doing it.
Okay. Well, there's like hundreds of people in your subdivision.
No.
Oh, okay. It's just you and Coop.
We run the subdivision.
Coop's the mayor.
Well, it's started with, it used to be called, the people that found that and developed that, one of them's name was Adolf.
Oh,
and they didn't want it to be, that name and his wife's name. So they changed it from Adolf to Adam.
But, what was his wife's name? Eva?
No. That would give it away.
Oh, you don't want to give it away. Okay. No. All right.
I have spoken too much.
Local fun facts with Jason Will. All right. Let's do... this one has a jingle. I better cue the band.
It's Jay. It's play. He's Jay. It's today. It's Jay's play of the day. It's Jay's play of the day. Jay's play of the day.
On an Oilers game day and the play of the day presented by Play Alberta. Why limit your choices when you can have it all? Play Alberta is your go-to app for casino games, sports betting, and lottery, all in one place. With easy access to real money games, you can enjoy everything Alberta has to offer right at your fingertips. Download Play Alberta now and start playing today.
I woke up this morning and I had a vision. It just was ingrained in the backside of my eyelid as I awoke. And it just fell upon me. It felt right. And here I am to tell you that vision was of Zach Hyman scoring his first goal of the season tonight. So that's it. They have boosted it quite well. So this is now plus 215 for a Zach Hyman anytime goal tonight. Plus 215. Head over to playalberta.ca. Click on sports. Click on EST specials. You'll see it there. You'll see the grandest parlay, the earlier bird bet, EST afternoons. Let's do it parlay, which also includes Zach Hyman. You want to sprinkle?
I like this one a lot, and
as soon as I said it,
and here's the thing: I had to think, and I said, "Oh yeah, he hasn't scored," but that's a credit to Zach Hyman. You know why? Because you notice him.
That's right.
Pretty much all the time.
I think I hear him coming down.
Yeah, that's what defensemen going back to retrieve the puck.
I think I hear him coming down.
But that's a credit to him because there have been he's played 5 games, probably 3 of those you've thought, man, Hyman, yeah, he's back. So he's a productive player, a noticeable player, even if he's not getting a goal or two.
When I came in and shared my vision to you, you're like, what? Wait, oh yeah, he hasn't scored a goal.
Right.
And then Hernan walked in and I said, Hernan, Jay's play of the day, Hyman goal. What do you think? And he said, oh, yes, I like that. So we're on it.
All right. That's perfect. That's perfect. So go to Play Alberta, Jay's play of the day.
It's Jay, it's play, he's Jay, it's today. It's Jay's play of the day. It's Jay's play of the day. Jay's play of the day.
All right, the off-topic topic today for William Huff was, which pro athlete would you like to punch in the sensitive area? No cup, but it would be worth a suspension. Pizza Boy answered this in a limerick. Interesting. I once got hit in the twig by a guy in a Rod Stewart wig. The volleyball spiked and it hit me just right. It's a miracle that I have kids. He said, P.S. This is a true story. Volleyball practice in high school. My teammate showed up in a Rod Stewart wig and spiked the ball at me. I meant to bump the ball, but my arms were too far apart.
Oh, wow.
Doink. Jason and the Duke says, as a hardcore Blue Jays fan, I've got to say Shohei Ohtani, because it felt like a punch in the nuts when he didn't step off that plane. Stupid Peter says Connor Garland.
Oh.
Collingwood Rob. Well, if we're talking about former, then hands down Sean Avery.
Yeah, he was
Sean
mentioned
Avery
a couple times too. Yeah, he was very annoying.
Dirty Don says Jake Paul. That's a good one.
Was that the guy that fought Tyson?
Yes.
Okay.
Dirty Curdy says Evander Kane.
Oh, wow.
And I found my athlete as I was scolded by you, Reid. I would do this to, is it Zlatan or Zlatan? Zlatan Ibrahimovic?
The soccer player?
Yes.
What did he ever do to you?
Stand him. Nothing, obviously. He just looks smug.
Is he the Swedish
And every time, didn't he take out an ad in the LA Times or something when he was signed with LA saying like Jesus is here or something like that? Like he's an absolute arrogant, you know what? And I just don't like the cut of his jib. I don't
think you like anybody.
I do. I love you. I love Sku. I love everybody here. I love our listeners. I just don't like Zlatan.
Okay.
He rubs me the wrong way. And boy, I would give it a good one. I might go with the knee. I might fake him out with the arm up here and just thrust my knee upwards. Yeah.
All right. That's a good one. The off-topic topic for William Huff. Which pro athlete would you like to punch in the sensitive male area? One guy who never pulls his punches is going to give us the afternoon headlines for 100.3 The Bear, Edmonton's best rock. Stream them on iHeart today. This is Chet Palmer with your sports report. The Oilers finally have a home game. They've been gone so long, they needed a tour guide to find their own dressing room. Hey, Captain Connie, you're in stall 97. I know NFL defenders are told to punch at the ball, but that Panthers safety took it too far against the Niners. I guess you could say he got a little testy. 1 game suspension. Wow, that's nutty. The Raptors have won 8 in a row. They're such a safe bet, even my brother-in-law cashed in. Too bad he put the winnings on the nag of the night at the track. I'm Chet Palmer.
Well done.
Thanks, Chet.
That is something that almost stops the sports world in their tracks, is a good nut punch. Right? Mm-hmm. Like it always is like, ooh. And even Daryl Reaugh telling those stories, I mean, wincing and it was very, very well told.
Are we doing Belsey now or at 4:20, Coop? He's already in? Okay. We'll do Belsey 4 o'clock, Oil Understood at 4:20. Buying or selling still coming up. We'll get to some clips from after the Oilers mornings. Well, it was optional, so not all the guys were on the ice. Bunch of fun to be had. We're getting you ready for the game Here's the 4 o'clock break.
The Lock
What
Shop.
are you thinking right now if you're Austin Matthews?
Thinking I better show up and get my shit together and start helping my team win some games. I mean, you're a franchise player and you need to be better. Like, it's embarrassing where their team is right now.
He's got 2 years left on his contract after this one. If they continue on this path, adios, see you later. I'm out of here as an unrestricted free agent, right?
The Lock Shop, weekday mornings at 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Looking for flooring? Paramount Flooring has it all. Sales, service, and expert installation with options for every style and budget. Open 7 days a week. We've got you covered. Quick delivery and in-stock deals. Plus, EST listeners get 10% off. Visit ParamountFlooring.ca today.
You've always known GCL Diesel as the experts in diesel fuel systems. But did you know that GCL is also your source for turbochargers and turbo repair? As a turbo supplier for Garrett, Borg Warner, and Holset, GCL can provide genuine original equipment turbos at wholesale prices. Whether it's diesel, gas, natural gas, or performance, we can provide you with the turbo or custom repair you require. Turbo questions? We've got turbo answers. Visit us in the West End or online at GCLDiesel.com. GCL Diesel, turbochargers, understood.
Get ready for a feast like no other. 40-ounce steak night is back this November at the Canadian Brewhouse. Sink your teeth into a hand-cut 40-ounce ribeye with all the fixins for just $49.99. Tickets available now in store or at thecanadianbrewhouse.com.
Weiss Johnson, whoa.
Hi, Dennis from Weiss Johnson here, and we're excited to be partnering up with the Nielsen Show and have a special deal exclusive for Nielsen Show listeners. Get 10% off any new Trane furnace, air conditioner, or heat pump installation from now until the end of October. Bundle a furnace with an AC or heat pump and get 25% off the package price. Get your home comfort now for all seasons with Weiss Johnson and Trane. Trane, it's hard to stop a train. Visit WJSportsTalk.com today.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
The Oilers welcome the Stars to Rogers. Plays for the lone game in the NHL tonight. Stuart Skinner takes the crease for the Oilers against Dallas's Jake Ottinger. No Ryan Nugent-Hopkins for the game with his expected return date this weekend in Seattle. Join Tom Gazzola and Ben Thompson for the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show as they tee up the action. That goes live at 6 o'clock right here on EST. In other news, Canada's most decorated female Olympian, Penny Alexiak, has received a 2-year ban by the International Testing Agency for committing 3 whereabouts failures. That means Alexiak had a combination of 3 missed tests or filing failures within a 12-month period. NFL news, Carolina's Trayvon Merrick has been handed a 1-game suspension without pay after delivering a low-blow shot to San Francisco's Juwan Jennings last night. And there's 3 games in the NBA. Atlanta meets Washington, the Magic and 76ers tip off while the Clippers and Lakers hit the court. While out east, the Jays have placed Easton Lucas on unconditional release waivers. Lucas pitching in 6 games for Toronto last season. I'm Zachary Kubish. That was your sports update. Hour 2 of the Reid Wilkins Show starts right now.
All right, so this is the situation right now for Jason Milne. He watches the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. That's how you text us, 780-218-9999. So we have guesses coming in for the mystery athlete of the game, presented by Hudson's Canada's Pub. We also have people participating in the off-topic topic for William Huff. Which athlete would you most like to punch in the groin?
I don't know.
So he said he's trying to.
I gotta.
Should we say what somebody wrote in? Well, then they'll know it's a wrong answer, though. Well, we can do it.
Whatever. This person says Shannon Zabados. I just looked at Reid and I started,
and then you realize that was because
that was a guess for
the first clue is born in Edmonton. The first clue is born in Edmonton. Now, the specific off-topic topic is which pro athlete would you like to punch in the sensitive male area? Okay.
Well, Sobe Kirk, you now know.
Yes. Now I guess we know Shannon Zabados is not the mystery athlete.
Yeah.
So there's a clue 1A.
You made Reid and I laugh out loud.
Yes.
And Shannon Zabados is not the correct mystery athlete. It's a real win-win.
Quinn Phillips, the goddess herself.
Oh.
Saying Matthew Tkachuk.
That's a good one.
He's gotten a few votes, obviously, here in oil country. That would make a lot of sense. All right, let's go to the Oil Country Towing Video Hotline. Our colleague here at Edmonton Sports Talk, you get him on the Hangout. You get him on the Oil Stream pre and post. You get him on Hello Hockey every Saturday at 10 with Tom Gazzola. He's our good buddy, Shawn Belle. Bellsy, how's it going?
It's going good, boys. I'm actually with Tommy right now at Modern Measure trying to get suited up. Trying to look sexy, you know?
Well, if there's any two guys that don't need help in that department, I think it's you and Tom, Bellsy.
Well, I mean, Richard and Jerry, Jared do an unbelievable job. So, I mean, they're just trying to make us a little bit more beautiful. That's what we're trying to do. So, I got gray in my beard. I'm trying.
Well, hey, the Mod Measures guys were here last week at our client mixer. Great partners here for Hello Hockey and Edmonton Sports Talk. So that's really cool. Do you want to answer our off-topic topic?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. So I got a guy that I played hockey against for a long time. His name was Kevin Clark. He might have been one of the biggest rats I've ever seen play hockey, but he was really skilled, so you have to give him his flowers. He'd put up 60, 70 points, and we played against him in the minors, and he played with Rick Rippon and Garth Murray, so obviously two pretty tough guys. And so he'd get away with whatever he wanted. So we'd go back and forth, chirping, going at each other all the time. So I found him in Germany one year. He played in, I think it was Krefeld, and he kind of slashed me in the rib cage. And so I just chased him down the ice. I grabbed him. I said, hey, listen, you've got nobody to protect you now. And if you do that again, I'm going to kill you. And so Christoph Schubert came over, and me and Shuby were buddies at the time. He's like, Bellsy, you got to stop it. And I said, no, this guy's going to die the next time he touches me. So that guy, I would punt, not even punch. I would punt him square in the pills. The other guy that's currently playing right now is Draymond Green, because that guy, are you kidding me? You just need a little bit of karma in your life, because you've been punting guys in the nuts for the last 10 seasons, and nobody's done it back to you. I'm shocked by that.
That was Dusty's vote.
Green.
That was Dusty's pick.
I fully agree with Dusty on that one. That guy needs to be kicked square in the pills, and there's got to be zero remorse to it.
This is great. This awesome. Topic has turned out quite incredible.
As soon as I heard about this topic, I was going back through my career, and I'm like, oh, that guy.
Yeah, but did you see what Wembanyama did to your guy there? What happened? I don't know if it was in the NBA Cup or in regular season. It was recently.
Yes, they did.
They were kind of, Draymond was fighting for position, and he looks like a child standing next to Wembanyama. And then Wembanyama reversed off of it, inbound play, dunked right on top of him, and gave him the business. It was fantastic.
Yeah, kind of flexed in front of him. Draymond, it looked like it was bring your kid to work day. That's what it was.
Yes.
Your son was trying to guard you while you're playing 21 in the back. Exact same thing. So,
Bellsy, Larsy brings this up in the nasty chat. Is that a picture of Tom above you and behind you?
That is not. I could see the resemblance.
Yes. Looks like
just
a fine young man.
Like a chubbier Tom, but no, it's not. It's definitely not him.
All right, Shawn Belle joining us here on the Oil Country Towing Video Hotline. Good answer on the off-topic topic for William Huff. We do have a game tonight. Long road trip for the Oilers. Back home for one, away for one, with after some days off, and then home for 5. Is it as you know, I've been pretty kind of unimpressed with most of the Oilers' play, and you can even say this to me or whoever, like, was I underestimating, though, the impact of the schedule? Like, do we need to give a team a break sometimes if it is a long road trip and they've played more than any other team in the league so far?
I would say you can give them a break if they showed up and they were playing, with a little bit of pizzazz and some gumption. But the problem is that they weren't doing that for a long time. And so when you have a team that's playing that way, it's easy to sit back and kind of go at them and pick apart their game. So if they played with that effort, then yeah, and they lost a few games because unfortunately it was, hey, it's tough back-to-backs and you're in a lot of different cities night after night, then you could probably give them a little bit more rope. But when you fail to show up in a lot of those games, well, as media, as fans, it's easy to sit back and pick it apart. So I think you've been perfectly fine.
Belzy, I want to ask you about Evan Bouchard. Pointless in his first 6 games, -9 in the month of October, but totally flipped the script in November. 11 points, 12 games, +9, looking like a better sound hockey player. I know this is the ebbs and flows of Evan Bouchard, but how does that happen so distinctly? For a professional hockey player to struggle that much in the month of October and then turn it around and play a totally different brand of hockey in November?
Well, I think the biggest thing with Evan Bouchard is the exact same reason he's good is the exact same reason he's bad. And so when you get to the start of the season and you have that feeling of like, well, it doesn't really mean as much, you have a tendency to let your foot off the gas. And, the NHL, it's a what have you done for me lately league. And yes, hey, he's had unbelievable playoff runs, but when you look at the start of the season, you say, well, what have you done for me lately? Well, Evan, you've been turning pucks over. You've cost the team games. And so for Oilers fans, when you know that, hey, this guy just got 11 sheets, and you're like, this is what we're going to expect because now there's a little recency bias to it, and you're seeing that, you get upset because you want to see, your players or your team that you're cheering for performing at their best every night. And, we've always talked about, like, you're not going to see the best every single night, but you want to see something where the guy is, engaged in the game and not committing egregious turnovers and, just being somewhat reliable. And now we get into November, you're starting to see a little bit more signs of life out of him and his game's starting to turn around. And he's the type of guy that is very confidence-based where, hey, if you're scoring and you're starting to do, make plays that you've been able to make that not a lot of defensemen on the team can, well, now you're going to start to feel it a little bit more and you can start, playing your game. And so once again, like I started the conversation with, the same reason we love Bouchard is the exact same reason he gets himself in trouble. And we're just seeing the better version of him now.
Belzy, I want to throw one at you here. I don't think you and I have ever discussed this in all the years we know each other. I think you're going to like this one. With Gulutzan back in town tonight, I know they played Dallas earlier, but he's back tonight. When you played, what did you want from your assistant coach? Like, what's the one or two qualities that really makes players think we got a good assistant coach?
A guy that's personable. A guy that, the players can go to all the time. He's kind of the good cop. Us head coaches, we're the good cop and bad cop at the exact same time. But you want somebody that's knowledgeable, knows what they're talking about, can create good relationships with the players so that, they can go to them if they're, something's needed. But it'd be a guy that from a technical standpoint is very sound. Because then, like the power play, for example, they had historic numbers because he's really good at figuring out what the power play needs to look like. So I think that's what you want from your assistant coach is like you want really strong X and O guys. And the other piece of that is you probably want a guy that's a better coach than you that just hasn't had the opportunity because it just props you up and makes you look better.
But that's interesting, though. You think coaching staffs need the guy. So if you're the head coach and Jay's the assistant, I'm the player. Mm-hmm. Like, I need to have the relationship where I can go to Jay and be like, "What's Belzy doing? Like, why is he picking on me?" And Jay can kind of be like, "Hey, I know he gets mad at you, but think of it this way." Like he sort of has to be that guy.
He's kind of a buffer, right? Like between, hey, like if he's going to come down on you, he's going to come down on you. That's part of his role. But at the same time, like, you need to be a little bit of a sounding board to be like what's going on right now? And then there's that, they can go to that particular coach, and then the coach can circle back and be like, hey, the boys are talking about this. And then, you can have really good conversations, because the NHL is not a league anymore where it's just the head coach's way and then that's it. Like it used to be when Mike Keenan ruled with an iron fist. Now it's more collaborative, and you want input from the players because they're more skilled than ever. That's one of the best things about the NHL is that, you got guys that are doing things that most guys wouldn't be able to do back even 10 years ago when I played. So it's more collaborative. There's more input from the players. It's just a completely different vantage point on the game.
Great insight. Bellsy, I'll let you get back to trying on clothing.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Am I going to see you tonight, or when's the next time I'm going to see you?
Yeah, well, I'll see you tonight.
Perfect.
I'm at the game. I text Pierdo, and he so graciously allowed me to be part of the media again.
Okay, and how about that? I'll be there. Tom will be there. Awanik will be there. And Hernan will be there. It's going to be incredible.
It's a party.
Yeah, it's going to be a big party. Okay, thanks for your time, man. We love having you every week.
Yeah. Always a pleasure, boys.
Shawn Belle checking in from Modern Measure. Awesome stuff. Him and Tommy are getting fitted up by those guys. Tom and Bellsy give you Hello Hockey, 10 a.m. every Saturday. Bellsy's on the Hangout as well and makes frequent appearances on all our talk shows, and all-around good guy with good insight, and we love the good stories. He wanted to kill a guy in Europe. Not just a guy, a player. He wasn't just walking. If you're just joining us, he wasn't walking around the streets threatening. Just randomly threatening people. Great stuff from Bellsy there on the Oil Country Towing video hotline. Jay and I are coming to you from the Canadian Brewhouse studio. It is Tuesday, so it is Taco Tuesday. Leveling up at the Canadian Brewhouse all day. $3.49 new tacos and quesadillas after 4 p.m. So when the game's on tonight, sip on $5.99 margaritas, $2 off Corona tankards, and tequila shots starting at $5.99. All right. I should probably do another clue, I guess.
Oh, yes.
You want to do another clue?
Remind everybody what the first clue was.
Born in Edmonton.
Born in Edmonton.
The clue 1A, the bonus clue was it's not Shannon Zavados.
Ah, good one.
So this is the Hudson's Canada's Pub Mystery Athlete of the Game. You're trying to win a $25 GC to Hudson's Canada's Pub. You must text in your guesses to the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox, 780-218-9999. We only accept guesses on the afternoon inbox and maximum 3 guesses per person. Jay keeps track. The second clue is Canucks. So born in Edmonton, and then we got Canucks for the second clue.
Fantastic.
So that narrows it down quite a bit, if you think about it.
If you do.
Or does it?
If you think about it, it really narrows it down.
There could be several ways to look at those, though. You never know.
I mean, it drastically narrows it down. Because there's been a lot of people born in Edmonton.
Yes.
Millions.
Well, it depends how you define born.
Oh, I think there's only one definition.
Depends how...
How do you define born?
Depends how you define Edmonton. Born in Edmonton.
Yeah. Nailed it.
Click, click.
If you're on YouTube,
must you click? Please click
the thumbs up.
Must you click? You must click. Thumb.
We need about 25 thumbs to get to 100 for the show. We want to go past 100, but 100's our minimum. So get in there and click. Don't be a pleasure delayer. And if you already have clicked the thumbs up, click the share button. Send the show link on YouTube off to somebody else, and welcome them to our community here at Edmonton Sports Talk, presented by Play Alberta. All right, that was Bellsy. We're having a good show today.
It's fun.
I'm quite enjoying it.
It's a game day.
It's a game day.
It's a home game day. You got your dress shirt
When
on.
was the last home game? Was it 2 weeks ago yesterday? Got to check the schedule now. It's all a blur. It's all like... Have you felt this, that it just gets to be a blur after a while?
Absolutely.
When you're covering every game?
It's a great blur.
Yeah, it's a good blur. Like it's fun.
Probably one of my favorite blurs.
But so it's not song 2. The last home game was the 5-4 overtime win against the Blue Jackets on the 10th.
Right.
So 15 days ago. That was where they should have lost.
Song 2 by Blur, by the way.
Woohoo.
It's run its course.
That's one of those where
let's put that one to bed. All you DJs out there, rink DJs, just stop. We've had enough. Signed everyone.
Is that the kind of which would you prefer, tub thumping or song 2?
Oh, I mean, you're talking to two. You're trying to get me to rate what's the worst of the worst. But I would still do tub thumping.
Yeah.
Yes.
Probably a more interesting track.
Yeah, there's good stuff.
What about Cotton Eye Joe?
Well, sometimes that gets the odd, person of a certain age to get up out of their seat and dance. So it could be quite entertaining.
In the nasty chat, YouTube Trev is there, says, I was born in Ponoka. That always blows my mind. And somebody with the very friendly...
Ponoka has a hospital?
I think so. And somebody with the... Well, you could be born anywhere. Like, you said, we could have a birth right here in the studio.
Yeah, but I mean, would you want to say that? Would you want to make that...
That'd be quite a story. Hey, where were you born? Edmonton. Oh, which hospital? The EST studio. And then somebody with the very friendly handle in the nasty chat of the media lies simply says, Oilers are over.
Oh,
a lot of ways to interpret that too, I guess.
I guess there is.
Oilers are over.
Ponoka has the hospital and care center. It's located at 5800 57th Avenue in Ponoka.
Now, did they have it 26 years ago when Trev was born?
Well, they had to have. I don't know many people not born in a hospital.
Well, you always hear like somebody could be born in a cab or at home.
True enough.
Well, I know people who were born in their own homes. Like they had is a midwife or is that a doula? Or do I have the wrong term?
Yeah, a doula I think is...
Do they assist with the birth?
I think so. And then a midwife is after, isn't it?
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
I could be completely wrong.
We could be completely wrong because we're not knowledgeable. But there are you can set up.
You can give birth in a tub of water.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. They bring it right into your house. A little inflatable tub.
Well, isn't that part of the birthing at home process? Well, how do we get on some of this?
Trev, I still find it funny that Trev says, I was born in Ponoka. That still blows my mind. His mind is still blown away that he was born in Ponoka.
That he was born somewhere.
I just wonder why that blows your mind so much.
Yeah, because you have no control over it.
You had zero to say about that.
It's like, okay, so he was born in the province in which he has lived his entire life. Like if he was like I was born on a research base in Antarctica.
Yes,
that would be like that still blows my mind. Yeah, that would blow my mind. But it's like you were born a few hours from where you grew up. Okay.
I was born in Athabasca. Whoa!
Poor Trev. He must think
he must think
we're picking on him.
He must be throwing the remote at Trev. We love you. The only reason we do this is because we know you can take it, and you can fire back at us,
and you are beloved.
You are beloved.
Yeah. Hey, Trev. When I think of you, here comes the Coob of the Sports Update.
The Oilers battle the Stars tonight for the lone game in the NHL. Stuart Skinner in between the pipes for Edmonton as Ryan Nugent-Hopkins remains out with an undisclosed injury. He's expected to return this weekend against the Kraken. Tune into the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show. Tom Gazzola, Ben Thompson set the table for the action. That goes live at 6 o'clock right here on EST. Elsewhere, Milan Lucic has been released from his professional tryout with the Springfield Thunderbirds in the AHL. It's the second time he's been released from his professional tryout. The Thunderbirds, the AHL affiliate of the St. Louis Blues. To the pool, Penny Alexiak, 7-time Canadian Olympic medalist, has been suspended for 2 years by the International Testing Agency for committing 3 whereabouts failures. That means she had a combination of 3 mistests or filing failures within a 12-month period. Down south, Trayvon Merrig of the Panthers has been suspended 1 game without pay for his unsportsmanlike actions, punching San Francisco's Juwan Jennings below the belt after the game yesterday. In 3 games in basketball, the Hawks looking for 3 straight wins as they take on the Wizards. And out east, the Jays have released Easton Lucas on Easton Lucas on unconditional release waivers. Lucas pitching 6 games for Toronto last season. This sports update is brought to you by Paramount Flooring. Get your home holiday ready with Paramount Flooring. For over 33 years, Paramount Flooring's family-owned business has a reputation for earning trust. They have fair pricing, dependable servicing, and quality workmanship. Call 780-483-1991 and mention EST for 10% off. Paramount Flooring. Flooring for the life you live. Reid and Jay roll on with the show following the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric.
Craig Button.
You know who played with Austin Matthews on the right wing for 2 years at the USA National Team Development Program? Yeah, you guessed, Jack Roslovic. Were the Toronto Maple Leafs completely asleep at the wheel? Jack knows that's a good spot for me. The Oilers should see it as a good spot for him, and they should try to get him signed. When January 1st hits, get him done. He has been a really good player for the Edmonton Oilers.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric. Weekday mornings 6 to 9. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
When you cater with Royal Pizza, you're getting the same great pizzas, pastas, and salads you love, just bigger and built for a crowd. Perfect for teams, offices, or parties, Royal Pizza's catering brings real value around $10 per person. Delicious, high quality, and easy. If you like their pastas, you'll love their catering pastas even more. Visit royalpizza.ca or contact your local store for exact pricing and details.
So come on home, Royal Pizza, still making it great.
At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
When gambling, set a budget before you play. Stay informed and visit GameSenseAB.ca to learn how. Remember, if you gamble, use your game sense.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino. Celebrate the holiday season with the Tenors. Joy to the World Tour at River Cree, December 19th. From timeless classics to fresh renditions of favorites, the Tenors arrive just in time for Christmas. Tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement. Bet on it.
Since 1952, William Huff has been the heartbeat of Edmonton's advertising world. From humble beginnings to a citywide powerhouse, we've been the go-to for signage from print to design and installation. Partnering with Edmonton's top sports franchises and major events, we've helped shape the city's global reputation. Our secret? Unmatched customer service, decades of experience, and a passion for excellence we call the William Huff Advantage. Visit us online at williamhuff.com.
She bought a car working nights at the mall. TV taught her how to drive it. She bought a car, didn't want one too small. Bought a K car, realized.
Oh, a little Whale and the Wolf here on Edmonton Sports Talk, presented by Play Alberta. You can skip the flight to Vegas because jackpots are just a tap away. Experience all the thrills of the casino right from your phone with Play Alberta. Download the app today. Deposit $50 using the EST exclusive promo code EST Casino for a $50 casino bonus. Jay Milne's play of the day is Zach Hyman.
Anytime goal scorer tonight as the Oilers take on the Dallas Stars. That bet has been boosted to plus 215 over at Play Alberta. Go to playalberta.ca, click on sports, click on EST specials, and you'll find all of our EST specials. We don't just put up one special. We cover the
stuff
board
throughout the day.
We cover the board. We go across all sports. So head on over.
All right. 780-218-9999 is how you text us. The afternoon inbox, powered by River Cree Resort and Casino, home of Tap 25 Restaurant. $18.99 prime rib special. 7 days a week except show nights from 11:30 in the morning to 11 p.m. That's available for dine-in and takeout. That's how you text your guesses for the Hudson's Canada's Pub Mystery Athlete of the Game. That's a good guess. Not correct. I won't say what Jay just showed me. We thought we might get that guess. I'll give the third. Let's do that at the end of this segment, so 10-ish minutes or so.
You're the boss.
We'll give clue number 3. Well, I think Wannock's the boss.
Well, technically,
he bosses us. Yeah, but Wannock bosses us around the most.
I think he bosses us around the most.
Give us a thumbs up on YouTube. We need 20 thumbs, like the thumbs splurged early. Don't have thumb fatigue. We ask you to do it every day. Keep the fire going. Keep building that algorithm on the good old internet so the show gets recommended to people who may share your interests. Limerick time. We did get a couple limericks submitted today. You can email Reid at edmontonsportstalk.com, Jay at edmontonsportstalk.com. This one is from one of my favorite handles from amongst the Nasties. YYC No Flames for Me.
Yes.
The Oilers are back in town for Christmas season. Dusty accused Trev of lock shop treason. The claim fell flat. A conspiracy from Matt. Spaghetti flied out of my nose when sneezing. Now that is good because a true limerick is a nonsense final line.
Did that get emailed to just you? Because I don't have that.
I guess he must have. Yeah.
Can you forward it to me?
Some people send it to both.
Can you forward it to me so I can put it in the?
A lot of people email it to both of us just because. Well, they probably think I don't check my email, which sometimes is true.
Not really. You're pretty.
No, I'm actually pretty good. I replied to an email at midnight last night.
Did you?
Yeah, the meeting, the one meeting that we're going to have.
one.
Yeah, the one. Well, one of the meetings we're going to have. Well, you have more meetings than I do.
I love meetings
because you do sales.
I love a good meeting.
Do you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You love a good meeting. I don't love a bad
bringing
meeting.
people to EST because when they come in here, they're like, oh. It's always the same reaction.
You don't live in a cave.
This isn't in one of your parents' basements. Cool.
Right. Yeah.
You guys actually have something going on here.
You have a professional looking office.
Yes. Well, the Jordan and the Play Alberta guys were here at our client mixer last Thursday. They wanted to come into this studio and take pictures.
Oh yeah, people were taking pictures in here.
It was
of them
cool.
in here, of us in here. It was pretty cool. The Modern Measure guys were in here. Yeah, It was fun.
The Modern Measure guys, those guys, well, like all of our partners are awesome, but they come dressed the part. They look spectacular.
Spiffy.
Very spiffy. And then they top it off by bringing an exquisite bottle of scotch or whiskey.
Whoa, that was not shown to me. Was that concealed from me by my colleagues?
Were carrying it around all night.
Don't show Reid the scotch. Actually, scotch is okay. Okay.
I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole.
I could have. Yeah, I hadn't had scotch in a long time.
I don't drink hard liquor.
Edmonton Sports Talk presented by Play. I had nothing. You made a claim. You have an opinion. I can't refute it. I can't.
It's true. You can't refute that.
I can't argue with that. Okay. Let's do. What do we want to do here? Oh, let's do the Oil Understood for GCL Diesel. GCL Diesel, providers of the best diesel engine components around, from turbochargers to injectors, fuel pumps to sensors. They are the critical engine component experts. Proud to serve Edmonton and Northern Alberta for over 50 years, and now a partner of Edmonton Sports Talk and the Reid Wilkins Show. GCL Diesel. Diesel. Understood. All right, so Oilers are 10-9-5. Stars come to town. Good road record, 7-1-3. They're 13-5-4 for the season. I was talking about the special teams there with Daryl Reaugh earlier. So here are the exact numbers. Dallas's power play is second, 29.3%. The Oilers are third, 28.8%. So both very good. PK, the Oilers a little better than middle of the pack, 82.3%, 13th. Not bad. Dallas, not great. They're 25th, 75.7%. So maybe something the Oilers could take advantage of Tonight, the Stars will not have Harley. They will not have Labushkin. Those are key injuries for them, and Rantanen is suspended. The Oilers expected to go with McDavid, Savoy, Roslovic, Draisaitl between Podkolzin and Mangiapane, Henrique with Frederick and Hyman, Tomashek with Klattenberg making his home debut in the NHL, and Janmark, Ekholm with Bouchard, Nurse with Regula, Kulak with Emberson as Wallman is still out, Nuge is still out, Kapanen still out, and Philpin Lazar not available either. Skinner in net. Ottinger will be the goaltender for the Dallas Stars. So you asked Belzy a really good question about Bouchard. And this, look, we're probably going to be talking about this about Bouchard during his tenure as an Edmonton Oiler. Did I not say that last year around this time?
Yep.
The low end is pretty frustrating. The high end is pretty good. We're seeing a little bit more of the Bouchard high end lately.
Yes.
Certainly near the end of that road trip. Kris Knoblauch commenting on Bouchard playing better.
The last handful of games, absolutely. I think he's been playing as well as I've ever seen him play. The Florida game, I know he had 3 points. I know the first 2 goals, he made tremendous plays to set those up. Defensively, he's been physical. He's been separating the opposition from the puck and making those plays. So, yes, Evan got off to a slow start. I think this month of November, he could easily be our top player. And right now, this last week, he's even taken it to another level. So what I'm seeing of Evan right now, the way he's playing, is very familiar with what I've seen throughout the previous 2 playoffs.
Chris, you said
All right, sorry about that. That's me. I didn't edit that properly.
That's okay.
That's a -1 for Wilkins. Someone take my strawberries away. Imagine if we got rewarded with food that was then taken away. I just get the buzzer. Yeah. Well, I'm probably going to get plenty of that in words of the day. All right. So Bush didn't start the season. What?
That would be a goof up. We haven't done goof ups.
I did do a goof up.
All right, write it down. We'll talk about it later. Didn't cut. Thank you.
So Bouchard didn't start the season well. Probably would apply. Well, not probably. Would apply to several Oilers. Even some of the better players. How many times early in the season would we say, well, McDavid got a point or 2, but he doesn't look that good?
Absolutely fair. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Mattias Ekholm said something today, and I'm going to preface this by I have to put this with like a parental warning, like a viewer advisory. Some of you won't like this. Some of you won't like this clip, even though it's from. Would you say most listeners usually appreciate what Ekholm has to say?
Yeah, well, he's one of the better spoken.
Because
he's
better spoken. His comments usually have some meat to it.
Resonance.
They usually make sense.
Yes.
He will be self-critical and team critical. Like he won't brush aside. Like if they play crappy, he'll say, "Well, yeah."
I'm excited for this clip.
That one first period where he was like, "Well, we finally looked at each other and said enough.
Enough is
like
enough."
He didn't just say, "Oh, well, we knew we'd get it going." He's like, "No, we kind of had to challenge each other." So in a very Ekholm way, he had this to say about the early season struggles.
You got to somewhat have some respect for the amount of hockey we've played in the last 2 years as well. I mean, you look at Florida; they're not the same as they were in the playoffs. I'm sure they will be though in 5-6 months from now. So that's just the nature of it. You got to make sure you stay in it, and obviously don't give yourself too big of a hole. But it is hard to mentally reset after playing that much hockey. So I think that's the biggest factor for me, and it comes down to obviously. Making sure you at least give enough to give yourself a chance, and I think that there's been a realization in here now that it's been 25 games here, so we got to try to turn the thing to a winning record, but I do think the mental part is a big one.
All right, so let's just off the top again.
You got to somewhat have some respect for the amount of hockey we've played in the last 2 years as well. I mean, you look.
Okay. So he's saying that that's a factor, that they play a lot, that there's a mental toll on playing that much hockey and coming back and playing games that are as intense. Already somebody's saying, yeah, that's an excuse. I hate it. I get that. All I'm saying is that's a wise, honest player saying that. I understand as a fan, many fans probably won't like that. I pay money to go to the games. I take time out of my day to watch Sportsnet or Hockey Night in Canada. How dare you not play your best for me all the time? But I also think we know Ekholm is honest, and we know he's got some wisdom to him, and he's saying, "Look, you got to respect what we've been through." Maybe you don't, but I guess he's kind of asking you to. And the question he was asked wasn't specifically about that, and he kind of took it that way.
Right.
Yes, Florida's doing better than the Oilers. They are not in a playoff spot either. They're at 568 points percentage. The Oilers are at 521. Yes, they're missing key guys. Well, you can argue Hyman and Nugent-Hopkins, one or both, have been hurt for Edmonton. So that's what Ekholm is putting forward. Now, I also like but then I also like what he said later on in the clip. If he just would have said, "Well, you got to respect we played a lot of hockey," then I would have been like, "Okay, I do, but you still have games on the schedule." But then he said, we've had the realization that you have to give enough in a game to give yourself a chance. So he also acknowledged, okay, we haven't been great, and there might be a mental drop-off. But I do think he also acknowledged, and this is something that basically I was saying, there's still a minimum amount of effort required to win a regular season game. So I do think he also acknowledged, hey, a lot of nights, we still could have been better. Regardless of how many games we played the last couple of years, we still could have been better. I think it's fair what he said. I think it can be picked apart. I understand a lot of people won't accept it. But I'm just saying it's coming from Ekholm. I don't think he's trying to BS anybody or brush it aside. I think he's trying to explain it the best way he can explain it.
Well, I mean, we've talked about this the last 2 years. Right? When they came back from the Stanley Cup run last year or 2 years ago. And then this past season. Is there a fatigue? You're playing 2 more months than most NHL teams. Well, maybe not most, but half at least. You're playing 2 more months of hockey than them. Of course there's going to be a fatigue. Right? And that's the appreciation I have for somebody saying that, is because you're taking something that you should assume that, yes, they're not robots. This is the human body. This is a recovery sport. This is, you're dealing with a lot of things. So to ask somebody to have to say that, I just appreciate that Ekholm, can outwardly say that. That to me is, and I've said this before about him, that's a sign of a real leader, saying, yeah, we have this that we've dealt with. Now we also realize that, okay, that aside, you still have a level that you have to achieve.
Right.
On a night in, night out
going
basis.
forward, they better play better. Like if he's acknowledged that, okay, we've gotten through this mental hurdle, well then fine, you got to be better. Sheesh in the Nasty Chat says, I'm wondering if I can use that in my work. Hey, I work a lot over the last few years, but I'm now going to give 10%. All right, Sheesh, settle down. Like, that's a terrible take. You know exactly what I'm going to say to you. You know I'm going to tell you that you're not a professional hockey player, I assume. You know I'm going to tell you that there is probably not somebody physically stopping you from doing your job every day. You know I'm going to tell you that you probably get weekends off and holidays and all that kind of stuff. You know that I'm going to tell you that comparing yourself directly to an NHL player is, quite frankly, absurd.
He probably did know that.
He knew that.
I'm sure he must. He must.
But I agree though with the sentiment. I mean, it has been frustrating, and this is what I keep saying. Like, there's still a minimum level that the Oilers should be able to achieve. And yes, I think there are problems with the lineups, and maybe the maximum potential of this team isn't as much as other teams.
Other
Oilers teams in the past.
I really just, this is something I think that Oilers fans need to now use as a guide to how the players or how the team's going to perform. Like when the Oilers come out fast and hard, it generally works out in their favor. When the Oilers have scored first, they're 7-1-3. When they haven't, they're 3-8-2. These first periods that we've seen improvements on, we've seen this team come out hard, we've seen this team come out with purpose, is very critical to the success that night for this team. That's kind of what I'm going to be watching tonight. I mean, the special teams, that should be a fun matchup to see. Is it surprising to you? I know you asked Daryl Reaugh about it, but to see such a difference in a team with such a strong power play to having such a poor performing PK?
I'm surprised with Dallas specifically because they have good personnel and they have a good goaltender. I mean, it's not impossible to have a top power play and a bottom. I mean, look at the Oilers sometimes. Their PK hasn't always been good. I'm surprised with Dallas the PK isn't that good. But didn't he say it's better on the road? PK on the road is 13th, 82%. Clue number 3, Hudson's Canada's Pub Mystery Athlete of the Game. You're trying to win a $25 gift card to Hudson's Canada's Pub. You must text in your responses to the afternoon inbox for River Cree Resort and Casino, 780-218-9999. The third clue is Oil King. So the clues are born in Edmonton, Canucks, and Oil King. The fourth clue is a beauty, Jay. I don't think we're going to need it. I think someone's going to get it.
Really?
I do. We'll see. Born in Edmonton, Canucks, and Oil King. Keep giving us the thumbs up. We need 7. We're at 93. We're at Nuge. We had to get to Gretzky +1 and then beyond. Thanks for checking out the show. We're still going to... Jay's going to quiz me about a possible trade for a goaltender.
Yeah, let's do it.
Everybody's now, it's possible. Rumored. Well, you probably heard stuff about it. We got words of the day coming up a little bit later on. And I gotta tease this. Jay Milne today, this is going to be our Alberta Blue Cross Courageous moment at about 20 after 5. Jay Milne saved the life of an animal today. He's going to tell that story. Here comes the Coop.
The Oilers and Stars hit the ice in Edmonton for the lone game in the NHL tonight. Stuart Skinner in between the pipes for the Oilers against Dallas's Jake Oettinger. No Ryan Nugent-Hopkins for the Oilers. In the game, he's expected to return this weekend in Seattle. He's been sitting out with an undisclosed injury. Join Tom Gazzola, Ben Thompson for the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show. They tee up the action with the show going at live at 6 right here on EST. Elsewhere, the Blues have released Milan Lucic from his professional tryout. The 37-year-old has been on a PTO with St. Louis's AHL affiliate squad, notching 1 assist in 5 games played. In other news, Canada's most decorated female Olympian, Penny Oleksiak, has received a 2-year ban by the International Testing Agency for committing 3 whereabouts failures. That means Oleksiak had a combination of 3 missed tests or filing failures within a 12-month period. NFL news, Carolina's Trayvon Merrick has been handed a 1-game suspension without pay after delivering a low blow to San Fran's Joan Jennings yesterday. And there's 3 games on tap in the NBA, including Atlanta meeting Washington. The Reid Wilkins Show continues after the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
EST Hangout.
We all had Anaheim #1 and Seattle #2 in the Pacific, right? I mean,
I had Anaheim being better, but not this good so far.
Like it's...
Anaheim's got the 4th best record in hockey.
It's wild. Just like we all expected.
Sure, yeah.
It's crazy. The parity in the league overall right now is outstanding.
The EST Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage. Weekday mornings 9 to 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Sentinel Storage is proud to partner with Toy Mountain in support of Big Brothers Big Sisters Boys and Girls Club. Between now and December 19th, drop off a new unwrapped toy at a Sentinel Storage near you and bring a smile to a child this holiday season.
Hockey is heating up, and so is the excitement on Play Alberta. With casino winners every hour, jackpots worth millions, and revenue that stays in the province, there's never been a better time to sign up. Right now, our listeners can score a $50 free bet when they make a minimum $50 deposit with code EST50. That's code EST50 for a $50 free bet. Start playing with your game sense today to find out if you're Alberta's next winner. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, please use your game sense.
EST Afternoons.
I'm Payne from Sirius XM. Is there any chance Berube's, I'm sure the seat is hot, is there any chance to make a move there?
I do believe that if by Christmas, if this team doesn't show signs of turning it around, then I think he should probably be gone, because I firmly believe from what I've seen and what I've heard, and there's a huge disconnect between the players and the head coach.
EST Afternoons, weekday afternoons 1 to 3, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Where holiday cheer meets great beer. This season, celebrate at the Canadian Brewhouse. From plated dinners and festive buffets to casual pub-style parties, we've got the perfect space for your crew. Book your holiday party today at thecanadianbrewhouse.com.
The oil stream. You traded out of a spot for a goaltender when you really didn't have a lot of depth in the organization at the time anyway. And the guy who was the number 1 ranked goaltender in the draft slides to you. And you trade out of the spot to draft a guy who never even makes the National Hockey League.
That's right.
Wallstead right now leads the league in save percentage and goals against average.
The Oil Stream, presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Well, we have a winner. Hudson's Canada's Pub Mystery Athlete of the Game. So the winner's going to get a $25 gift card to Hudson's Canada's Pub. The clues were born in Edmonton, Canucks, Oil King. If we needed a fourth clue, it was going to be mustache.
Yes.
The mystery player of the game. I don't know how he popped into my head today. And you don't remember this guy?
No.
You would have been pretty young most of his career. Coop, you know?
I'm lost. I don't know.
Harold Snepts.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Really?
I've not heard. I like the name. Name of names.
17
Harold
years
Snepts.
in the NHL.
Yeah.
Well, he stopped playing when I was 10.
So, yeah, borderline that you
He was in the
him.
Stanley Cup Finals with the Canucks when I was an infant.
Right.
I don't remember Harold Snepst.
Who does, and who's the winner?
Shamu. Well done. You have won. I've reached out to you and given you the details on how you can pick up your $25 gift certificate from Hudson's Canada's Pub.
Good stuff.
Excellent stuff. That was a real reach.
Not a star player, but again, played a heck of a long time.
What? Put Harold Snepst.
This is Jay trying to ask that. Question.
Why Harold Snepst?
I don't know where it came from. I don't know how that popped into my head. I was. Will did Hernan and Gager have somebody talking about the Canucks on their show? And somehow Harold Snepst appeared to me in a vision.
Oh, yeah, they may have, actually.
Those are the types of visions I get, everybody.
Well, I have visions of Hyman scoring a goal. Reid has visions of Harold Snepst.
Meow.
All right, so the winner's Shamu. Awesome stuff. We won't have a Hudson's Mystery Athlete game until next weekday game. That'll be the start of the Oilers' 5-game homestand. Of course, you can text us the afternoon inbox presented by River Cree Resort and Casino. Happy hour featuring $5.25 drinks available Sunday to Thursday, 9 a.m. until 7 p.m. Oilers and Stars tonight at 7 at Rogers Place. Our coverage continues after the conclusion of this show at 6 o'clock. The stream will be taken over by Tom Gazzola and the GCL Oil Stream pregame show. Tom is on right after the game as well to break down whatever happens. I'll be one of the guests joining him on the post-game show with Reid's Reid for Ewell.
Mm-hmm.
Tango says, good old Harold. Nixon says, LFG Oilers. Not sure what that stands for. The Wolf says, the Wolf, who apparently refers to himself in the third. I golf with the Wolf.
Always.
He didn't refer to himself by the third person when we were golfing. If he would have done that, golfing, I would have been annoyed. Oh, the Wolf's going to tee off here. Oh, it looks like the Wolf's down the right side of the fairway. Luckily, he didn't do that when he was golfing. He was fun to golf with. The Wolf in the Nasty Chat says, the Wolf is going to the game tonight. Woo whoop. Do I wear an Oilers hat or an Oilers toque? That's the question. Toque. It's getting cold out, and it's cold in that rink.
I think it's weird to wear.
Isn't today Isn't today the coldest day of the year so far? Or maybe not. It says it's -2 on my phone.
I can guarantee you it's not the coldest day of the year.
Yet? Oh, for this winter. Sorry, not
for
of
this season. Maybe
it might be. Wasn't there a day this week? It's going to be -14. I thought that was today.
Chile.
Overnight. Well, some overnight lows in the mid-teens.
You might need to offer Sheesh Edits a hug. He
Why?
seems to be in a little bit of a mood.
No, he's not. He's fine.
All right.
He's joking around with me. It's fine. He knows my sense of humor.
Okay. Abutski says, I had the right answer. Clue number 2 at 4:18. But I don't know if something's going on with the inbox, Abutski. This is the first text I've had from you since 8:26 a.m. where you said, lucky for me.
Okay.
So
whatever. We've
sorry.
given it out. Look, we know people want to win. If we miss something, we miss something. We've given it to a boost.
No, it's not like I missed it. It's just, it didn't come through.
It didn't come in. We don't see that text. You would see if we got that text.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Sorry, Abutski. Now, how about this to make up for it? I will read your limerick right now.
Do it.
Oh, it's for the Modern Measure guys. What a nice touch.
Oh, nice.
Those boys all look real spiffy. They can spot a nice suit in a jiffy. They go through stacks of shirts and of slacks. Then they go to read in the biffy. Well done.
What's in a biffy?
What's in the biffy? You don't know what a biffy is?
Is that a bathroom?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I've never called it that.
You've never heard of a bathroom referred to as a biffy?
Well, I guessed it, so I must have heard it somewhere.
Yeah, so
but
you
it's not
must
a
have
common
some
term.
recall. I mean, I don't refer to it as, excuse me, Reid, I'm just going to go use the biffy.
Is it a British term?
I don't know why I did a British accent. Could be.
What do we say here when we're going to the bathroom? We don't
usually announce it. We just go.
I think I say I'm going to the can. Or I'll just say I got to pee. Like when I'm mid-conversation with a colleague and I got to pee, I'm just like, hey, give me a sec, I got to pee.
Hold that thought. I got to go to the biffy.
Yeah. We can start using that.
I'd like to start using biffy.
Nixon in the Nasty Chat. Savoy big game tonight. That'd be pretty cool. Matthew Hyman says, can't believe I wasted a guess on Jason Strudwick, LOL.
He did?
You saw that?
Well, what was the one that we saw a lot of people guessing that we thought people would guess?
Jake DeBrusk.
Yes.
Because the first two were born in Edmonton and Canucks. And then it was Oil King, and then people figured maybe we should have put Mustache earlier. I don't know.
Another great album from the 80s, by the way. We were talking about 80s albums yesterday.
Yeah.
Upon the announcement of Guns N' Roses coming to Edmonton next August. Born in the USA by Bruce Springsteen was released in the 80s. I don't know what it...
83 maybe?
Yeah. Classic.
83 or 84.
Do you remember the album cover?
Yeah, it was his butt, his jeans and butt with a red cap in the back.
His bum.
Yeah. And Born in the USA, oddly enough, is not a song celebrating
it is not.
things about UA. It's critical of many American things.
YouTube Trev says, I believe the Biffy thing is British. My grandpa always said that. I assume his grandpa's British.
In Ponoka?
Ooh. This story's getting a little, it's on thin ice now, isn't it?
It
There's
really
no
is.
Brits in Ponoka.
Oilers getting ready to play the Dallas Stars tonight. Kris Knoblauch was asked about the 5-on-5 offense appearing to improve the last few games.
I think the last handful of games we've created a lot more offensively, and I think that wasn't anything to do with our structure or our system. I think it's just a lot more of compete, whether that's getting on the forecheck, being a little bit faster, breaking up plays so we can spend some time on the offense in those quick strike situations. A lot more rebound situations. We're collecting rebounds for a second opportunity. Not much point of a D-man shooting a puck if we don't have forwards there. And so our forwards have been getting there more, so we've been having some second opportunities. So I think the last handful of games, I think we've worked harder for our chances, and we've had more offensive opportunities, and we got to continue doing that. So we've improved our offensive 5-on-5 play tremendously, I think, in the last 6 or 7 games. But now our defensive game continually needs some improvement, and I've seen things that are going in that direction. But of course, we still need more room for improvement.
All right. So yeah, some extended thoughts there from Kris Knoblauch. He was asked about 5-on-5 offense, and then kind of transitioned into talking about defending. There have been some good signs for the Oilers lately. Couple of games. We'll see what they can do tonight against Dallas. Going into the final hour of the show, I want to let people know tomorrow's going to be cool. Cleveland Guardians pitcher, Edmontonian Eric Sabrowski is going to join us in studio again. His second appearance in studio.
I wonder what he'll think of the new studio.
Yeah, he hasn't, because he was like, "Hey, what's your address again?" I said, "Well, you're not coming to the same place. It's close by." So that's pretty cool. He pitched in the postseason for the second straight year, and they had that great, because they were like over a dozen games out of first, and they caught up to Detroit. And Kevin Radomski from the Oil Kings is going to bring the teddy bear toss uniforms in studio. So if you're on YouTube tomorrow, you'll be able to see them, which is going to be pretty cool. Just a quick hint at tomorrow's show.
I would love if Sabrowski threw me a heater. I know I don't want to put that kind of stress on his arm.
Well, we could maybe do some. Well, we're not going to do that.
He'd throw it right down the hallway.
Throw it down the hallway. He'd be accurate enough. Yeah, it wouldn't be like us. Like, oh, I missed by 4 feet.
That'd be pretty cool. I don't want to. It's his off season. Those arms are gold, Jerry.
Yeah, you don't want him. How'd you get hurt? I was throwing a pitch to a 42-year-old ex-safety. What? Jason Leduc says you could say the Maple Leafs game has gone down the Biffy. They're not doing well. Canadian, unfortunately, most Canadian NHL teams aren't doing that great.
Matty Dubb says, I have a colleague at work who says he's going to the Darren whenever he goes to the bathroom.
Darren?
To the Darren.
He must hate somebody named Darren.
No, Darren Poopa.
Oh, that's quite.
That's
clever.
pretty good.
I did not see that one coming.
I like that.
Oh man, Darren Poopa. Hey,
Box Pounder. My spies are suggesting the Oilers may have a trade brewing with the Blues. Anyone else?
I hear him coming now.
We'll talk about that when we get back. 5 o'clock break.
Two guys and a goalie.
If we were to rank the Edmonton Oilers' best rivalries right now, it's probably recency bias, but I think by the end of the year, because just the fact that they play the Dallas Stars a couple more times, I think you would probably have Dallas number one.
Number one? Cass? Oilers' biggest rival right now. I kind of got to go LA.
Two guys and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know.
Weiss Johnson, whoa.
Hi, Dennis from Weiss Johnson here, and we're excited to be partnering up with the Nielsen Show and have a special deal exclusive for Nielsen Show listeners. Get 10% off any new Trane furnace, air conditioner, or heat pump installation from now until the end of October. Bundle a furnace with an AC or heat pump and get 25% off the package price. Get your home comfort now for all seasons with Weiss Johnson and Trane. Trane, it's hard to stop a train. Visit WJSportsTalk.com today.
From the first time on skates to wearing a special jersey passed down through generations, Sentinel Storage is here for you. Store your sports gear to create space for all life's adventures. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca. Proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
Running your own small business takes courage, and as it grows, so does your team. That's why Alberta Blue Cross offers health, dental, life, disability, and wellness benefits designed for small businesses, because we know a healthy team means a thriving business. Join over 5,000 Alberta businesses who have chosen us to help their business grow and succeed. Alberta Blue Cross takes care of you and your employees, so you can take care of your business. Visit ab.bluecross.ca to find a plan that's right for you.
At Mind360, we invite you to embark on your mental health journey in a safe and comfortable space. Conveniently located in St. Albert, Mind360 has a diverse team of experienced clinicians that offer a broad range of tailored services for children, adults, and families. Furthermore, we are very proud to serve our military, veterans, and first responders. If you're looking for counseling, treatment, or assessment, understand that you are not alone. Contact Mind360 at mind360.ca to book an appointment today.
From Edmonton, the Oilers battle the Stars. Stuart Skinner, the starter for the Oilers, as Ryan Nugent-Hopkins remains out with an undisclosed injury. He's expected to return this weekend against the Kraken. Catch the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show. Tom Gazzola, Ben Thompson set the table for the matchup. That goes live at 6 o'clock right here on EST. To the pool, Penny Alexiak has been suspended for 2 years by the International Testing Agency for committing 3 whereabouts failures. That means Alexiak had a combination of 3 missed tests or filing failures within a 12-month period. Down south, Trayvon Merrick of the Panthers has been suspended 1 game without pay for his unsportsmanlike actions, punching San Francisco's Juwan Jennings below the belt after the final whistle in last night's game. 3 games in basketball today. It's the Hawks looking for 3 straight wins as they take on the Wizards. We also have the Lakers and Clippers tipping off. And out east, the Jays have placed Easton Lucas on unconditional release waivers. Lucas pitching in 6 games for Toronto this past season. I'm Zachary Kubish. That was your sports update. Hour 3 of the Reid Wilkins Show starts right now.
Click, click, click. Must you click? Please, please click. Must you click? You must click.
Yes, yet another Thumb Click remix. That was prepared by a listener, was it not?
It was.
That's pretty intense. That's a good one. Give us a thumbs up if you're taking us in on YouTube. You've done a great job today. We're at 110 thumbs. But let's see how high we can go. Let's see if we can get a 150 thumb day. If you've already given us a thumbs up, then click share. Send the show link off to a loved one, a coworker, a hated one. Or like if you're a character on Severance, send it to your outie. Or if you're in outie form, send it to your innie. I don't think the innies can access YouTube. Here's the thing. No spoilers. If you watch Severance, give me a rating out of 10 on the 2 seasons. Hernan loves it. I started it a few days ago.
Do you love it?
It's pretty good.
Okay.
It's pretty good. Yeah, it's quite like it really, there's a lot of mystery.
What's it about?
Okay, so the premise is that there are a group of people. The lead character is Adam Scott, not the golfer. He was on Parks and Rec. You know who it is? You'd recognize him.
I've never seen Parks and Rec.
You'd recognize this actor, though.
Okay.
So he's part of a group of people. Noises by James gives it a 10.
Okay.
So there's one vote that it's a really good show. So the
But
base
didn't say 10 out of what?
I said out of 10.
Oh, okay.
Give me a rating out of 427.3.
Well, it could be. Then
rating
it
out
would
of
be
10.
a poor score.
So basically, when you're at work, you don't remember your outside life. And when you're away from work, you don't remember your work life.
By choice or by?
By choice. These people have agreed to have something implanted in their brains.
Ah.
So when they go down this elevator, their consciousness shifts. Okay? So that's the basic premise. Now, Koob, I'm 6 episodes in. I think there's 9 in the one season and 10 in the other.
Yes.
So I'm about a third. So I don't want you to tell me anything. Hernan has not told me anything other than...
No, I won't.
Other than Hernan has told me that it's awesome and that you do find things out. It's not just questions don't get answered. Would you agree with that? There are revelations along the way?
Yeah.
At the end
Lots
of the first...
of my questions were answered,
You do find things out. Jen says 2 out of 10.
Wow.
But her husband liked it.
Huh.
Mex, who I think Mex and I would have similar tastes, said it was the best show of 2025.
Well, he said TV Guide.
Well, TV Guide. Well, he probably
There's
likes
still
it too.
TV Guide?
Probably a website.
Interesting.
Is there a physical TV guide?
That used to be the best part of getting the TV guide in the mail.
I never got one.
What's coming up?
Like looking stuff up, yeah. What's on tonight?
What's on?
Let's find. Well, Evansburg 2 channels. I'm gonna ignore all these ones down here.
Do you know that, Coop? Do you know that you used to get a physical booklet that you would flip to the day of the week, or was it by month? The TV guide was by month.
No, I think it was weekly, wasn't it?
It had to be.
Wow. I think we used to buy ours at the IGA or Safeway or whatever.
And then you'd see the channels, and then that would tell you what time and what show is on.
I didn't know that until like a couple of years ago. I grew up my entire youth as a child flipping through the TV. I never once
you had a
saw
guide on the TV.
Yeah, it was just right there. You could fast forward and you could go like 4 days in advance to see what's going to be on Saturday or whatever, just to see if you're free at that time to watch afternoon cartoons.
Tell you this, portions of this hour are presented by Little Buckaroo Design. Since 2015, Little Buckaroo Design in New Sarepta has been saying, heck yeah. Heck yeah. We can do that. From heat press and embroidery to rhinestones, sublimation, DTF, signs, and custom decals.
Decals.
Michelle and her team can make it happen. Stop by the showroom, 5063 Center Ave in New Sarepta. You can call 780-984-2872. Sorry, let me do that again. 780-984-2872. Or check out their website, lilbuckaroodesign.ca. We love having them on board. Awesome stuff.
This will set off buying or selling.
Okay.
Dave Leppard.
Good guy.
Sends
Dave Leppard.
Yes.
Yes, Dave Leppard. He used to write into Inside Sports all the time.
Well, now he's found you here.
Has he just found us now?
No, I don't.
Oh, I think he's
so.
been. He's written in before.
But he chimed in.
But I like
here
hearing from Dave
on the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. Hey, Reid, I hear about the Binnington to Oilers trade rumors too. How realistic do you think it is? And what would the Oilers have to give up to fit Binner's contract? They have an easy out with Skinner at the end of the season, and I think Binner has one more year on his. Curious for your thought, Dave Leppard. P.S. Great to hear you, bud. Missed your honest opinion. I've started to listen to your buds on Cruise in the morning, and I'm loving it. They call you the radio legend, and I agree. What?
Well, it's very nice to hear from Dave. Yeah, he used to write it all the time to Inside Sports.
Well, oddly enough,
it's cool. Those connections with people are cool.
Oddly enough, that's what buying or selling was about today.
Presented by Damon Bunting, a consistent top-producing realtor in the greater Edmonton area for over 18 years. He and his team would love to help you find that right home or make the move from your current home. Community-driven, he understands what it takes to make a difference in our city. Check him out, DamonBunting.com, Instagram handle, Damon Bunting Real Estate. Okay, so who reported this? Kyprios?
Nick Kyprios, and I'll tell you what he said. Okay? He says the strongest speculation ties Binnington to Edmonton.
Okay.
And that the Oilers are also seeing if they can get a defenseman out of St. Louis at the same time. That potential deal would most likely be built around Stuart Skinner going back to St. Louis to team up with Hofer.
Well, yeah, I think if there was a trade, you'd probably be sending Skinner out.
Now, we looked at this in the bullpen. Jordan Binnington has a cap hit of $6 million. Obviously, Stuart Skinner's much less. There would have to be some sort, unless you packaged a Skinner and a Kulak to St. Louis.
Or something like that.
Something like that. St. Louis would have to retain some of Binnington's salary.
Probably, yes.
To make this work. And
Binnington,
probably
$6 million. He does have a 14-team no trade. I don't know if the Oilers are on it or not, but you could always say, look, do you want to go? Binnington, even 2 years ago, because I remember I was still at Ched and somebody I trust told me that the Oilers were sniffing around Binnington. And that would have still been with Ken Holland as the GM. So, of course, there's some inquiries. The thing that makes this curious to me is I guess maybe it'd be a large trade. How do the Oilers get Binnington and a defenseman out of St. Louis? Broberg, they could trade Broberg. Does he want to come back to Edmonton? And he's an RFA. And imagine if the Oilers traded for Broberg and then he accepted another offer sheet. Like, that would be history. Leaving the same team twice
under those circumstances.
To the exact same team. Pareko's got a no trade. Torrey Krug Do you want Torrey Krug at 6.5? I don't know. Justin Falk at 6.5.
I know, but where's this? Like that's the thing is you look at the numbers of it, and there aren't many options.
Right.
I could see how you could package Skinner and somebody else to go that way, but St. Louis would still have to retain. But how do you get something else coming in that deal to fill the void left by what is speculated here to be a defenseman?
The Blues?
Yes. Well, no, I'm not, Reid. I'm sorry. It's speculated that the Oilers would also want to be getting a defenseman back.
Right.
I'm just looking at the dollars
that's the part of me where I wonder how that happens with the dollars and with the personnel.
Just with Binnington at 6.
Now, also with the money, and I've jokingly called it laundering money, where, so hypothetically, Binnington is traded to Colorado. I'm just randomly picking a team. Binnington's traded to Colorado. In that because you can only retain half the salary. So St. Louis says, we'll retain $1 million. And then Colorado says, and they give St. Louis something minor or whatever. And then Colorado trades Binnington to Edmonton, and they get a draft pick and something else, and then they flip to something else to say, you know what I mean? So then, Binnington would cost the Oilers $4 million. Colorado's paying him $1 million, and St. Louis is paying him $1 million, right? Or sometimes it's like a team. St. Louis retains half. They trade him to Colorado. Colorado retains half, and then the Oilers are only paying him $1.5 million. But in that process, the Oilers have to give up things for basically the retention. I don't think the Binnington stuff is like some rumors. I'm just kind of like, where does it even come from? I don't think the Binnington stuff is crazy. I mean, we know the Oilers are looking for a goaltender. St. Louis is not off to a great start at 7-10-6. That's a .435 points percentage. I'd hate to be the idiot who picked them to win the Stanley Cup. One of the few teams worse than the Blues is the team I picked to win the Cup last year, the Predators. By the way, they're just in shambles. Oof. They got, was it last night? It was 8-3 or the night before? Everything's a blur. I think it was last night. Like Binnington's interesting to me because, he's one of those guys like, let me put it this way. Okay, like Binnington has an .880 save percentage. That's worse than Skinner's, is it not?
Yeah, it's not
for this year. I'm just talking this year. I know big picture what people are going to say. Skinner's .885. But would Binnington not give the Oilers some swagger and some big game presence? I mean, he's won the Cup. He's been in other playoff series. And I know the Four Nations was a short tournament, but he, as much as McDavid got the winner in overtime, Binnington made 3 or 4 big. Well, did he make 3 on Matthews alone in that overtime? So he's got this proven presence in big games. He's a little fight. I mean, if the Oilers acquired Binnington now, he might be the feistiest player on the team.
That's true.
With Corey Perry gone. So it is a deal that makes sense. It would be saying, okay, and look, I know many of you have written off Stuart Skinner already. I still say he's maybe not, but it's the Oilers saying, okay, maybe he blossoms somewhere else. And maybe we don't have Binnington for very long, but it is a move to say, like, okay, Connor, 3 years on the clock or whatever, we got to get a goaltender who has been there and the team maybe would feel better about. Or they just know he's been there,
Yes. They would
probably
won. And probably that would lead to playing more confidently in front of that goaltender. I think that's a thing. Now, Joaquin said this as well, is that sometimes a change of scenery can really mean a lot for a goaltender, especially here in Edmonton with what Stu Skinner's been through. And look, goaltending's been the issue. Goaltending has been the issue for several years, Reid.
By the way, sorry, Matt Hyman's right. He caught me. I goofed up again. You can't do the double retention anymore. Sorry, that's old. My mistake.
But they have 3 spots for retention. St. Louis does. They could take on some of that salary.
Yes.
So, I mean, this is all speculation, of course.
But this is like some trades people put forward, and I'm like, how does that? Like, that's almost impossible. This one's not.
Well, and really, the only defenseman that the Oilers could move of worth, I think, to other teams would be Ekholm and Kulak. Everybody else is tied up.
Right.
So, I mean, would you move Ekholm? Ekholm does not have a no move. That no move
It kicks in for next year.
Kicks in with the extension.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, there's a way, I guess, to get it done, but that's a pretty penny to pay. I mean, I guess maybe not compared to league average of what you're paying for a goaltender.
Well, the thing is, if the Oilers acquire Binnington, you're not taking a swing.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no guarantee he's going to come here and play great, but you're not acquiring another team's version of Skinner.
Or like HE Pennypacker says, Dan Vladar is having a sneaky good year in Philly. Under contract for another year. Would you look at him? Would that be a player you would say like that would be more taking a little bit of a gamble? Whereas Jordan Binnington is proven to step up.
Yeah,
in
like
the
that's a
big
good
games.
point about Vladar. I mean, maybe by the end of the year, it's like, holy crap, what a year. But I also look at the whole body of work.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I'm saying. This year to this year, Skinner, Binnington, you could say no difference. Body of work, obviously it's Binnington. It's Binnington.
You'd feel a lot more comfortable
it's
going into the
Binnington
playoffs.
almost like this. Like I hope people understand how I'm meaning this, because I don't mean it as like a detriment. I mean it as a compliment. Is like Binnington the top of the second tier of goaltenders in the NHL? Like he's not Hellebuck or Shesterkin or Sorokin or even Vasilevsky, but then he's right there. He's like the top second tier goaltender.
Well, and he's done it in big time,
and then that's
under
the thing.
big circumstances.
And he gives you that swagger. He gives you that he's going to pull one out of the net that you thought was going in just at the right time.
Do you think a player like that, who's Canadian, would want to go back to Canada, be on a contending team right away? You know, at
like
this, I mean, he's 32 years old.
Well, that's the thing. Like he's not old, but he's
no spring chicken either.
He can, he's some stranger in the nasty chat. Binnington's like Bouchard. He shows up in crunch time. Like that's an interesting one too. And I don't know, like there's so many things that could go into it. Like, did Binnington and McDavid get to talk at the Four Nations face-off? Was there a relationship built there? Like I know that was a quick tournament, right? Or did they see something in each other? I don't know.
Interesting to see that being speculated, and it is gathering some momentum.
Yeah,
this speculation. So, Reid, this might be a stupid question.
Probably not.
I mean, how often do you see major trades like this early in the season?
I don't. Off the top of my head, I don't know.
But it would be more rare.
Well, now it's most of the trades are in the off season with free agency.
Well, or the trade deadline.
Draft. Even the trade deadline's kind of like
true.
Some years. So I think that's an interesting one to discuss. And I do, like, if you're asking me buying or selling, do I think this one is possible? I would buy. Now, again, probably some salary retention or like if you say you're trading Skinner for Binnington, okay, you could. I think most people would argue you're upgrading the goaltending. Mm-hmm. Of course, there's always a risk, yada yada yada. But you'd say, okay, that's a more proven goalie.
Even though right now this year the numbers wouldn't suggest that.
But then if you got to trade like Kulak or somebody else, then it's like, well, have you created a hole somewhere else? Or maybe you're gambling. Okay, we think a better goalie is going to help, and then we have the rest of the season to do something else on D.
Well, and if the defense plays like they did the first month of the season, it doesn't matter who's in debt.
Well, unfortunately, probably not much. 780-218-9999 is how you can reach us. That is texting the afternoon inbox for River Cree Resort and Casino, home of Tap 25 Restaurant, where the entire menu is 50% off 7 days a week. And, of course, portions of this hour presented by Little Buckaroo Design. The mystery athlete, if you missed it, was Harold Sneps. Who was it? Shamu won that one? Shamu doing a good job with that.
Great orca. One of the greatest orcas of all time.
Yeah, really top tier orca.
Top tier.
S-tier orca.
Top 3 for sure.
Text in your favorite orcas. We're posting the nasty chat. Continue giving us the thumbs up. Or if you haven't given us a thumbs up on YouTube, don't forget to do so. We've soared past 100 today. We're at 125. We can see... Is that 150? I think I hear him coming now.
Well, I wonder what...
Turtle, have you thumbed it up yet? What are you doing over there? Are you trying to hit the thumbs button? like he can't get his... What do you call a turtle's foot? It's not a flipper.
Reaching.
It's just a foot, I guess.
It's a foot. I wonder what Sammy Hagar would like us to get to today.
100 and... Haven't done that one in a while. So when we get back, this is a true and amazing story from this morning. Jason Milne saving the life of an animal in traffic. That's coming up.
The Edmonton Oilers host the Dallas Stars. Stuart Skinner starts in between the in the pipes for the Oilers as Ryan Nugent-Hopkins remains out with an undisclosed injury. He's expected to return sometime this weekend, perhaps against the Kraken. Tune into the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show. Tom Gazzola, Ben Thompson set the table for the game. That goes live at 6 o'clock right here on EST. And to the pool, Penny Alexiak, 7-time Canadian Olympic medalist, has been suspended for 2 years by the International Testing Agency for committing 3 whereabouts failures, which means she had a combination of 3 missed tests or filing failures within a 12-month period. To the NFL, Trayvon Merrick of the Panthers has been suspended 1 game without pay for his unsportsmanlike actions, punching San Fran's Juwan Jennings below the belt. In 3 games in basketball, there's 1 game underway. The Wizards up 18-5 on the Hawks at the halfway points of the opening quarter. The Reid Wilkins Show rolls on after a brief intermission. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
Hockey is heating up, and so is the excitement on Play Alberta. With casino winners every hour, jackpots worth millions, and revenue that stays in the province, there's never been a better time to sign up. Right now, our listeners can score a $50 free bet when they make a minimum $50 deposit with code EST50. That's code EST50 for a $50 free bet. Start playing with your game sense today to find out if you're Alberta's next winner. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, please use your game sense.
It's wing showdown time at the Canadian Brewhouse. Creamy street corn goes head-to-head with Mexican chili lime. 2 bold flavors battling for your taste buds. Grab them anytime, or just 69 cents every Wing Wednesday. The Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino. Celebrate the holiday season with the Tenors. Joy to the World Tour at River Cree, December 19th.
Bells are ringing, children singing.
From timeless classics to fresh renditions of favorites, the Tenors arrive just in time for Christmas. Tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement. Bet on it.
Sentinel Storage is proud to partner with Toy Mountain in support of Big Brothers Big Sisters Boys and Girls Club. Between now and December 19th, drop off a new unwrapped toy at a Sentinel Storage near you and bring a smile to a child this holiday season.
So check out Jay's Play of the Day on playalberta.ca. Look for EST specials. It is Zach Hyman to score his first goal of the season for the Oilers. And Edmonton Sports Talk is presented by Play Alberta. Make your bets count for you and everyone else with the Play Alberta app, with hundreds of player prop bets on the biggest leagues: NFL, CFL, NHL, NBA, Major League Baseball, you name it. You're not just playing for fun, you're supporting your province. Play Alberta Revenue helps Alberta fund programs and services. Deposit $50 today with promo code EST50 and get an EST exclusive $50 free bet to get started. Oilers Stars, 7 o'clock tonight at Rogers Place. Dallas outstanding on the road. They are 7-1-3 away from home. The Oilers have only played 8 home games themselves. Good record, 5-1-2 at Rogers Place. The Oilers still without Nugent-Hopkins, Wallman, Kapanen, Philp, Lazar. The injuries for the Stars, the key ones, Harley and Labushkin, and Rantanen is suspended.
Back to the discussion we were having during buying or selling for Damon Bunting real estate. This is an interesting point Pinto Creek sends into the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. Stu is going to get $6 million next year somewhere, if not here. So why not get rid of him now for Binnington? Do you think Stu Skinner gets $6 million?
I don't know. I think if he plays well, yes, but I don't think that's a guarantee at this point. I think if he becomes a guy who's perceived as a backup, then no.
But it is a.
But I understand what that person is saying. Get the proven goalie now and pay Binnington that. Yeah,
that's not a bad.
That's a good discussion point for sure. I've asked. I don't know if they want me to share this, but I've asked my parents to contribute in the off-topic topic.
Okay.
Which pro athlete?
Oh, I know who this is.
Would you like to punch in the sensitive male area?
Is this Louise
for free? Who do you think Louise?
Can I guess?
Yes.
Austin Matthews.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then she says, though I'd hate to make him cry. So she further belittles him. She says I'd punch Austin Matt, but then she further belittles him that he would be crying. Who do you think my dad said?
Oh,
give you my dad and I, as I know you don't know us super well, but you know us a bit.
Matthew Tkachuk.
My dad and I think alike.
Yeah, Matthew Tkachuk.
No,
Brad Marchand.
Or he also says Brad Marchand.
Did he? Okay.
Yes. Okay. So Oilers Stars at 7. Skinner versus Ottinger is the expected goaltending matchup. The Oilers home for 1, matinee in Seattle on Saturday, and then home for 5. So the schedule does start to even out a little bit. Let's dive into this because Jay gave me the brief version of this story. He's going to tell it to you. It's the Alberta Blue Cross courageous moment. Every great play starts with courage. Alberta Blue Cross is proud to support Albertans through all of life's meaningful moments. Visit ab.bluecross.ca to find a plan that's right for you.
Driving in today, I come in on the Yellowhead every day. The Yellowhead, you get some action on the Yellowhead. You get some interesting drivers, especially with all the construction going on, but it's usually pretty chill for me to get in. I'm coming in from Sherwood Park, so I'm approaching the 66th Street intersection. That's by the old meat packing plant. And they were at a stop. They were at a red light, heading west towards the studio. And as they're going away, I'm catching up to them because I was in the left lane, and there was a few cars in the middle lane and some cars in the far right lane. It's 3 lanes there. Okay. They're taking off from the intersection, and I see what appears to be something fall off the top or the roof of this car that's in front of me in the middle lane. And I'm getting closer, and I see, no, that is not something that fell off the roof of this car. That is a dog that has jumped out of the rear driver's side window, which was only half down. It wasn't like it was all the way down. And this dog jumped out of the car. It was pulling away from the light, so it was gathering speed. And the dog went da-dunk, da-dunk. And I slammed on the brakes. This thing was right in front of me.
Sorry, how big about again?
This is a lap dog.
Okay.
This is some sort of a little dog. Okay. And it got right up and it just stood there. And I stopped my car, put on my 4-ways, and I got out.
Okay.
And I didn't go to the dog first. I immediately turned around and started waving at people because we had a green light. This is the Yellowhead.
But this is a danger to you possibly getting out of your car.
Probably against my better judgment.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll say that. So I then start and I go behind my car. I didn't get in between it and say a car was coming, but I was getting people's attention. Slow down, slow down, slow down. People started slowing down. A moving van of some sort stopped right beside me.
Okay.
So the lane beside me was protected. I had stopped. This lane was protected.
Okay.
The far third lane, nobody had stopped yet. So I go up and I'm cautiously going up to this dog because it had just been through something.
So is it sort of still and frightened, or is it
a little
stirring?
bit stunned?
Okay.
And it's just looking, and the owner of the vehicle the dog was in was an elderly man.
Okay.
So he wasn't moving too fast coming back towards the dog. I went up and I said, hey, buddy,
yeah,
come on. And I kind of was just trying to protect him in case he shot out into this side, which would have been oncoming traffic.
Right.
So the dog was just standing there. I was really close to it. And then the owner was running up. I was really close and he bolted.
Oh, jeez.
Towards the third lane, which nobody had stopped yet.
Right.
And luckily, the commotion had raised enough concern for that driver in that lane that she was able to and stop.
So her angle was that she saw stopped vehicles and knew maybe something was up.
So she obviously had slowed down.
Okay.
And she screeched on the brakes. And I mean, it was inches away from hitting this little dog. It would have, obviously, it wouldn't have been a good situation. The owner finally got up to the dog, got the dog, took the dog back to his car, proceeded to drive away. I got back in my car and I was like,
well, yeah, I guess,
shaking because it was just like, oh my gosh. Like I literally said out loud, like, oh my God, when I saw the dog jump out of the window. I've never seen anything like that in my life. So I calmed down and I called my wife and I said, you won't believe what just happened on the Yellowhead. But thank God that was by an intersection. Can you imagine if little Scruffy jumped out, 100 meters down the road when you're going under 75th Street?
Yeah.
It wouldn't have been the same outcome, I don't think.
No.
Because A, the car would have been traveling at a faster speed. And B, I don't know how reluctant people would be to stop in the middle of free-flowing
traffic. Well, that's the thing.
Traffic.
It's just where do you, it was good you were able to stop where you were.
I stopped, I was in the middle of the intersection.
Yeah.
And I, like you said, Reid, probably against my better judgment. You're not supposed to do that. I wouldn't advise doing that. But the other alternative was you're going to run over this dog. Now, for those wondering, the dog appeared to be fine. I mean, I know sometimes if, you've seen deer that have been hit and they get up and run away and you don't know how it's going to work out. But the dog seemed to be fine. The owner was just in shock. My brother's dog did that once. And you know where my brother's dog did? The window was all the way down.
Right.
They were out at Elk Island Park.
Oh, no.
And they were driving. And when you drive through there, you see buffalo. You see bison. I think on that side it's buffalo. I'm not sure. This dog jumped out and took after a buffalo.
Just decided to go chase the larger animal.
Wanted to go see a bigger animal.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. So I'm happy that dog didn't get run over.
Well, yeah, that's awful. Well, that's incredible. I see these, and look, I know a lot of dogs are very well behaved. When I've had dogs in the car, I usually would not put the window down all the way. I would just be too afraid. You can't. And even when I see people, you'll see some of those dogs, they'll kind of be propped out the window almost, like their elbows up on a bar or something. Like they'll have both their arms hanging out and their head is out. I'm like, your dog has halfway out of the car. Like even if somebody drove too close to it, I'm afraid is the dog's head going to get sideswiped?
Well, even Coop the Corgi has been in the car with me. Coop the Corgi's coming into the office on Thursday, by the way. He will be on the Reid Wilkins show. I won't lower it because they love to smell. They love to smell.
Yeah, I like to get it enough so the smell.
But I would never want his little paws to be able to get up there and propel himself out of there.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was
good
it was
for
crazy.
you for reacting. I can't imagine. I would have wanted to help if I saw that, but again, you want to pull over safely.
You probably should.
At the end of the day,
I did make sure I did not want anybody to run into the back of me. So I made it clear that I'm here. Hello, stop, please, slow down. And then I'm sure people were wondering what the hell I was doing. But
well, they knew what you were doing.
Little Jingles is alive tonight.
Will be able to perform his business at
He'll
Christmas
be able
night.
to defecate on Grandma's bed again.
That is a courageous moment for Alberta Blue Cross. You provided your own content for the show.
You know what? It's amazing, Reid, sometimes how things happen in life, and you're like, I got to be honest with you. This is obviously new to me, a newer career to me. But to be able to have an outlet like this where you could tell a story like that,
yeah,
and a lot of people would be like, oh wow, that's cool. Or some people will say, wow, I may think about how I adjust my window now with my dog in the vehicle.
Yeah,
it is kind of neat, I must say.
Yeah,
it was an exciting day. My heart rate was high.
Yeah, you're calmer now. I'm glad.
Thank you.
And I'm glad it was an outcome where dogs or no dogs or humans were injured in the.
Talk about a
telling of that
courageous
story.
moment. What's
Yeah.
Coob doing back
I don't know
there?
what Coob is
What
doing.
are you?
I think
What are you
he's
working?
exercising.
Are you working the elastic band?
He's so bored by the show. He's exercising.
Well, I got to stretch every once in a while, boys. I'm sorry. I'm intruding on the show. I should go do it on the hallway. Usually, I actually do. Go out, do my business. I got to get some water and I don't know, stretch around, walk around. Get the
Good-looking
feet
band.
moving. It is a good band. Yellow Resistance Band.
VR Montenegro says, I blame the Superman movie giving doggos the idea they can fly. Any sign of a cape, Jay? No, I
Who
did
came
not
up with a dog with a cape? When did that arrive? I watched Superman for years on television. I never saw a dog with a cape.
No capes.
Maybe this dog thought he had a cape. It was gonna.
He probably did until the reality of life came crashing down.
Sorry, was the car?
The car was taking off from the light.
So it wasn't going.
I would say
because you think if a car. So maybe the dog thought, "Oh, we're stopped. It's time for me to go." Because you think if a car came out, if a dog jumped out of a car going 100, just the impact of trying to land.
I'll give you a
could be
visual, and for
harmful.
those watching on YouTube, you can imagine this. This was the side of the lights we were on.
Right.
If that's the other side of the intersection, the car was well past. So it would probably been going 20 to 30 kilometers an hour at that point. Like the poor little scruffy took a little tumble.
Yeah. I hope,
But
he
perked right up.
everybody's okay.
It looked like it was, but yeah.
Jay and I coming to you from the Canadian Brewhouse studio. Win big this football season at the Canadian Brewhouse. Enter for a trip for two to Super Bowl 60, plus weekly prizes and $1 off Budweiser and Bud Light tankards. Details at thecanadianbrewhouse.com. All right, we got our words of the day coming up. First, the Coop.
The Oilers welcome in the Stars to Rogers Place. Lone game in the NHL tonight. Stuart Skinner gets a call against Jake Ottinger. No Ryan Nugent-Hopkins for the game. His expected return date is this weekend in Seattle. Join Tom Gazzola, Ben Thompson for the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show. They tee up the action with coverage starting at 6 o'clock right here on EST. Elsewhere, the Blues have released Milan Lucic from his professional tryout. 37-year-old had a PTO with the St. Louis's AHL affiliate squad, notching 1 assist in 5 games played. In other news, Canada's most decorated female Olympian, Penny Oleksiak, has received a 2-year ban by the International Testing Agency after committing 3 whereabouts failures. That means Oleksiak had a combination of 3 missed tests or filing failures within a 12-month period. NFL news. Carolina's Trayvon Merrick has been handed a 1-game suspension without pay after delivering a low blow shot to San Francisco's Juwan Jennings last night. And in the association, there's 3 games on the docket, 1 game underway. Washington leading Atlanta 47-25, about 11 minutes left to go in the second quarter. The Wizards on a 14-game slide. The words of the day for the Edmonton Public Library coming up. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
Our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
Hi there. If you're like me, you like to picture yourself in luxury, even though there's absolutely no way you could afford it. And if you can, well, even better. Thankfully, I picture myself in something that is luxury, but still absolutely affordable, like the all-new Mazda CX-90 from Park Mazda. With the new luxury features like facial recognition settings and quilted detail Napa leather seating, I can pretend to be comfortable with all of my proper settings activated without even touching the button, thanks to Mitch Lewicki and the great staff at Park Mazda. I like to picture Mitch Lewicki as a ninja fighting off evil samurai.
Park Mazda, your dealer for life in Sherwood Park off Y Road, parkmazda.ca.
Your brand deserves more than just a whisper, it deserves a buzz. At the Hive Product Marketing, they specialize in promotional products that bring the buzz. From eye-catching giveaways to unforgettable keepsakes, they got the perfect products to make your brand stand out and get noticed. Visit the Hive Product Marketing and let them create the buzz your business deserves. The Hive Product Marketing, the official merch partner of Edmonton Sports Talk. Visit them online at thehiveproductmarketing.com.
Looking for a winning strategy for your retirement? Contact me, Joaquin Gage at K4 Financial, where expertise meets dedication. I will always look for a careful approach to your retirement, ensuring your financial future is secure. From tailored strategies to clear, actionable advice, I'm here to guide you every step of the way. Don't leave your future to chance. Get in touch with me, Joaquin Gage, today at k4financial.ca or email joaquin.gage@k4financial.ca to start planning for a brighter future and a more secure retirement.
All right, thanks a lot for joining us this afternoon. Oilers taking on the Dallas Stars tonight, 7 o'clock at Rogers Place. When this show concludes, it'll be Tom Gazzola taking over with the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show. Some other notes here to tell you about. The Edmonton Elks and Calgary Stampeders will play the BC Lions in Kelowna next CFL season. The Lions have to move a couple of games because of the World Cup. So the Stamps are going to be there Saturday, June 27th. The Elks on Saturday, July 4th. So, yeah, they're going to have a capacity of hopefully up to 20,000 for a CFL game. Well, 2 CFL games in Kelowna. So, there you go. The Elks will not go to Vancouver. They'll go to Kelowna for a road game against the BC Lions next season. Colleen Jones passed away today, a longtime great curler and also known as a commentator for several years. So, that's sad news. Swimmer Penny Alexiak, one of Canada's greatest Olympians, suspended for a couple years. She will be back in time for the Olympics. What did they call them?
Whereabouts?
Whereabouts. So she wasn't there when she was supposed to be. What do you does this sully what she's accomplished in your mind?
Well, was this somebody that was a medal contender for Canada? Is this how old was Penny or is Penny Alexiak?
She's not very old.
She's 25 years. I guess we'll never know. But I don't believe you can take away what she did in the past without the aid of anything. I'm sure she was drug tested then.
Right.
But you cannot screw around with this stuff. The Canadian Anti-Doping, whatever you want to call them, group, if they call, you answer. And if they set a date, you better be there or have a really good reason why you're not. Otherwise, it leads to this. They don't take this lightly. We saw last year Winnipeg quarterback Zach Collaros couldn't be found, and what was he suspended? 3 games?
I think he only missed 1 game, didn't he?
Was it? Well, he was. Yeah.
But she wasn't available in the window when she was supposed to be tested. So she's out until July 14th, 2027. Because the ban is retroactive to this past July 15th. She didn't put out a comment or anything, did she? No. Oh, well, maybe she wasn't planning on swimming the next 2 years anyway. I don't know. But definitely a bit of a story there. But it's not great to miss tests.
Well,
it makes you look like
what people will say is that what are you hiding? What are you hiding?
Why are we not available? If there's nothing going on, you got 3 chances to be available and you're not available. Anyway, significant story as well. What else? Raptors have won 8 in a row. Well, yeah, Chet Palmer's brother-in-law is all over that. So that's another story to watch here as we go. I feel like after all the Blue Jays stuff, and obviously we're always covering the Oilers and all the Edmonton teams. I feel like I got to get into following the Raptors a little more. Are you of that mindset as well?
I watch the Raptors a bit.
You probably watch them more than I do, early in the season anyway.
Yeah. No, they're on a heater right now. Fun team to watch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I still don't know where I
Shoot the
stand on this. They shoot the three, and they get inside the lane, and they finish inside. Ooh,
yeah.
Those are big basketball teams.
You got to rebound.
We're a basketball show.
You got to clean the boards.
That's what we should do. We should become a basketball show and just say things like, yeah, they pounded the rock.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was on fire.
He was on fire.
They were rocking the rim last night at the Air Canada Center.
Have you been to an NBA game?
No.
But you've been to NCAA tournament. Is that what you went to?
No, in the trip down to Tampa in grade 12, we went to the University of South Florida Bulls hosting Austin P.
Oh, in like a regular season
NCAA
game. Nice.
season action.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
All right. 780-218-9999 is how you text us, the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. All right, let's wrap her up here with the words of the day presented by the Edmonton Public Library. Check out their Cooking for a Cause program. It's a great team building activity for groups who would like to learn how to create elevated dishes or set up a fun cooking challenge with your group. It's fully customized. You pick what food to cook, what to drink, and what your atmosphere will be. Go to EPL.ca, look for Cooking for a Cause, and check out all their other great stuff on their website. Or take a book out of the library. Guess what I took out last night?
What'd you take?
Project Hail Mary. I'd had it on hold since July. Finally came available on the old Libby app. So I got 3 weeks to read it now. Well, now 20 days. There's a movie coming out with Ryan Gosling.
The word of the
by
day
Andy Weir,
with
same guy that
Reid
wrote The
and
Martian.
Jay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
What do they got to say?
Sounds like you're speaking another language.
Say what again? I dare you.
Let's find out.
English, do you speak it? Then you know what I'm saying.
Okay, first word of the day, homologous. Homologous.
HOMOLOGOUS. Homologous. And I believe this is something that is comparable to the point of almost being exact. Like it's very similar. I'll try to use it in a sentence. Like a person's arm would be homologous to a flipper on a fish.
Are you serious?
Yes.
You just pulled that out.
Yes.
I'm looking at the definition here.
Yes.
And this is the sentence that I was going to give you.
Oh, really?
A seal's flipper is homologous with the human arm.
Well, I said a fish's flipper, not a seal's flipper.
Wow, bonus points. You're getting bonus points.
I knew what that was. I knew that word. Sorry, that's all the science fiction I read.
You were going to get a bonus 0.18 for good wishes for a Zach Hyman goal. So 2.18 out of 2 on the first word. You are rocking it right now. You're rim rocking. Second word of the day, perdition. Perdition.
PERDITION.
Dun, da, da, da.
Oh, I should know this, but I'm afraid I'm going to choke here.
Wasn't there a road to perdition?
I think it's basically forgiveness or atonement. No. Am I in the ballpark?
Would you like me to
Am I in the right league?
It has something to do with forgiveness, but maybe like
forgiving oneself.
Not really.
No, I don't know that. I should know this. This is bad.
Dante's Inferno details the main character's journey through perdition.
Oh. Well, isn't that hell? Oh, sorry, I was totally wrong.
I was going to say, if you, as they say, if you are forgiveness and you are forgiven, then you don't have to deal with perdition.
Yeah.
So 2.18 plus 1.5. Oh boy.
Well, the spelling was
3.68 out of 4. That's pretty good.
Well, I got a half point for getting it after the sentence.
That's a good one, Coop.
Yeah, that was good, Coop.
I like that.
Yeah, I should have known that, but I just didn't have it. But I got the other one pretty good.
You did very well. 3.68 out of 4 is nothing to scoff at.
What's Ace, believe it or not, is arguing with us. Prediction is not hell. What are you using for your source? What do you have?
Perdition. I can't tell the source because that's
okay. We'll give the definition.
Perdition refers to hell or to the state of being in hell forever as punishment after death. In other words, damnation. It is usually used figuratively.
Okay, so damnation maybe.
Well, it says right here. Now I can go to another source. Perdition, a state of eternal punishment and damnation in which a sinful and unpenitent person passes after death.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got it.
I think this one's right. I'm not saying there's not another definition out there, but
right.
This is the one I found.
Okay. Well, you got it.
Cool.
Yeah, amazing.
Sweet.
Tomorrow.
Can I ask you something before you talk about tomorrow?
Yes.
Do you feel more so leaning towards an Oilers win tonight or an Oilers loss?
I have no intuition about it at all.
Awesome.
I'm sorry.
That's what I was looking for.
What are you feeling?
No,
I got no vibe at all.
What do you think
I got no vibe at all. Well, you're always optimistic.
Exactly. Oilers win 6-6-6-3.
6-3. Okay, could happen.
6-6-6-3.
Oh, well, speaking of perdition, that's crazy. Tomorrow on the show, of course, we'll be talking about the Oilers and the Stars. Oil Kings teddy bear toss jerseys in studio. Cleveland Guardians pitcher, local guy Eric Sabrowski will join us as well. On behalf of Zach Kubish and Jason Milne, I'm Reid Wilkins. Stick around for Tom and the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show. Take care.